The call of today's game. Here's the voice of the York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good morning, everyone, from People's Bank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 89 of York Revolution Baseball. Today, it's camp day here at the stadium. The kids are here at the ballpark as the Revs look to make it 3 in a row. Game 2 of this 3-game series as the Revs once again face the Bridgeport Bluefish here on a pleasant morning in York. Hi again, everybody. Daryl Henry alongside Matt Present. Welcome to Revs Baseball. Partly cloudy, but very pleasant here this morning. Temperatures in the low 80s as we hit the air. And Matt, with the win last night, the Revs and Bluefish tied for the best second half record. York at 10-8, so is Bridgeport. Revs remain a game back, and last night was a good one, 9-1. Got a great effort from Jay Goss again, and the offense came up huge. Mitchell, a huge night. He homered, so did Zoe, and so did Talvin Nash, who certainly knows how to make a return.
Yeah, heck of a way to come back. 2-hit game and a big solo home run, and just the offense clicking on all cylinders, top to bottom, everyone with a hit, 7 guys with 2 hits or more. And, of course, the outing from Jay Goss. He's been good in every single start this season. 6 starts, and in each one of them has allowed 2 earned runs or fewer.
And just 1 unearned run for him last night. Today, the Revs will give the ball to Victor Mateo, who's 4-5, a .352 ERA coming in, which ranks 8th in the league. And Rainier Roybal will make his second start for Bridgeport, 4th appearance overall. So far, 6 2/3 innings. He's allowed 3 runs with the Bluefish. Revs did see him in a very interesting outing in relief in which he walked 5 in an inning and 2/3, but did not give up a run about a week and a half ago here at People's Bank Park. We'll take a timeout on the pregame today. We'll check in quickly with Mace on the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. And coming up in just a few moments, the Revs and the Bluefish, an 11 a.m. start here today on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party platters with $18.93 deli items. Best Jet hot dogs go great with Best Jet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple Best Jet rising crust pizzas with 12 packs of Best Jet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with Best Jet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Nurturing imagination, creativity, and innovation since 1990, Creative York is a non-profit art center located in historic downtown York, featuring 3 art galleries, pottery studios, art classes for all ages, and several community outreach programs, such as their award-winning Art in the Parks program. For more information, visit them online at creativeyork.org.
The Revolution plays here. Play ball! The new Sports Radio 1350. Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace, well, a great win for your team last night and several big offensive nights. Mitchell, of course, Harris with a home run, Goss pitched really well. But then there's also Talvin Nash, who first game back, an immediate impact.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the fans were excited to see him back, and then he didn't disappoint him either. The home run he hit was a pretty good one, and so it was good to see Talvin back. That's the first time he's seen live pitching in probably over 2 weeks, and he wasn't here for batting practice yesterday because he was getting his physical, so he was just kind of like a show and go yesterday when he threw the uniform on and went out there last night.
What kind of impact can he have with the guys in front of him and even the guys behind him, being that he's got pretty good on-base numbers too?
Yeah, he does have good on-base numbers, and I think it should give the guys in front of him some better pitches to hit. I don't think you want to nibble and get guys on base in front of him, so I think it'll give those guys a chance to get some better pitches.
Do you feel like the way that this lineup's been built, you have a lot of different skill sets and a lot of unique guys, and not really the same player. But do you feel like it all kind of blends the way that you'd hope?
I mean, I think we have more power now than we did at the beginning of the year. I think there's no doubt about that. And then I have to say something about Jared Mitchell. I mean, he's been one hit away from the cycle now like twice in a week.
Yeah.
So it's it's been pretty impressive what he's done over the past 4 or 5 weeks too. He's really come on. And if he's swinging about the way he is right now with the other guys we have in there, and Harris is an interesting leadoff guy. He kind of reminds me of Grimes. Somebody that hit home runs, could steal bases. So we probably haven't had a leadoff hitter, like Grimes, since Alonso came here this year. So, I like the lineup up and down. We do have some parts we can move in and out. We're going to be on a stretch now of games until I think the 14th of August. So we're going to be playing every day, and we're going to have to give some guys some time off. I'm giving Burgess and Dent today off. And then we'll just see what happens moving forward.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck today.
Yep, thank you.
Anthem here this morning at Peoples Bank Park. Rebs have taken the field for today's game, and let's pause for station identification. This is Revolution Radio.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
Victor Mateo in his pregame warm-ups. The lineups today brought to you by Flying Feed. For Bridgeport, it'll be Darby Myers in center field leading things off. Tony Abreu, the second baseman, hits second. Jose Cuevas at third base will bat third. Cleanup man is Sean Burrows at first. Hitting fifth and catching is Jose Hill. Daniel Fields, the DH, is batting sixth. Angeles Nina in right field hits seventh. Batting eighth in left field is Osni Guillen. And Angel Rosa at shortstop will hit ninth. Again, Myers, Abreu, Cuevas, Burrows, Hill, Fields, Nina, Guillen, and Rosa for the Bluefish. For the Revs today, they'll have Alonzo Harris in left. Alexi Casilla at second will bat second. Hitting third and DHing is Isaias Tejeda. Talvin Nash at first base bats cleanup. Jared Mitchell in right field will hit fifth. Luis Cruz does the catching for Mateo and bats sixth. Carlos Triunfal will play short today and hit seventh. Batting eighth at third base is Chase Simpson. And rounding it out in center field, Travis Witherspoon. Again, Harris, Casilla, Tejeda, Nash, Mitchell, Cruz, Triunfal, Simpson, and Witherspoon for the Revs. And that lineup backing Mateo, who's ready to go 4-5 with a 3.52 ERA and 15 starts. ERA ranks 8th in the league, 84 and a third innings, 92 hits, 20 walks, 43 strikeouts. Opponents have hit 277. Darby Myers digs in and ready to go. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch is down and in. We are underway. 11:03 here this morning 82 degrees and a partly cloudy start to the day. Low humidity. 1-0 and a foul back off the net. Myers hitting at .337, which ranks second in the league. He's fourth in total hits. He's been overtaken again by his teammate Sean Burrows for the league lead in hitting. Pitch is a breaking ball and a foul tip. Off maybe the shoulder of Luis Cruz and back to the backstop. Bluefish are in their camo jerseys again today. The Revs are in the traditional home whites with the names in back. Mateo on top quickly. Myers has hit .389 against York. Victor from the stretch. Pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Slider there from Mateo, who will rely a lot on that pitch and movement in general. He's ready. Here's the 2-2. And a line drive to left field. Harris toward the line, reaches across his body and makes the grab. Running toward the corner and left. Hit hard, but 1 out.
Looks like that may have knuckled a little bit on Harris as it took him towards the line. Kind of stutter-stepped as he made the catch, and a lot of times you'll see a ball like that kind of hook, but that one just kind of glided.
Now Harris, who made a couple of outstanding throws from left last night, making a running catch to start the day. Here's Abreu, and a fastball down and away, missed. Abreu 7th in the league in hitting at .301. .481 the last 7. He's hit over .400 against the Revs as well. Switch hitting second baseman. Pitch is a little high, a changeup. They are resting Luis Hernandez today. He came out late last night, and I assumed it was just to give him the rest of the night off. Didn't see any issue. Pitch is on the outside corner, a called strike, 2-1. Abreu, who's reached base safely in 13 in a row. Pitch, and it misses down and away. Hernandez out of the lineup for them today. Andrew Lambo under the weather and did not play last night, not in there today either. Mateo the pitch, and it's off the plate away, a 1-out walk. 14-game on-base streak for Abreu. Our plate ump today is Tom Gandolfo, David Gaber at first base, and Frank Urilli, who did a nice job behind the plate last night at third. Here's Jose Cuevas. Comes in hitting at .263, 5th in the league in total hits. He's got 3 home runs. Mateo with the pitch, and he missed down low. It's the final 11 a.m. home start of the year. Revs will have one at Somerset in a couple of weeks. Can't wait. So hot in that booth in a morning game. Pitch is hit deep down the line in left field, and it is just foul. Cuevas just a hair early. It sails past that little foul pole on top of the arch nemesis, out of sight, and man, was that close. Strike 1. 1-1 the count on him as he makes the slow walk back to the plate to pick up his bat.
Well, really tough for us to tell any sort of angle on that one down the line and high over the pole, but surprised there wasn't more of an argument put forth by the Bluefish. Awfully close.
Next one is down and away, 2-1. Luis Rodriguez, the skipper, coaching at third, and he's fiery. He's a fiery manager. Sometimes that way when arguing, but he did not put up an argument. Pitch is in tight, 3-1. And Mateo falls behind. Cruz will meet him halfway. And we'll see if they get charged a visit here. Mateo against the Bluefish, 0-1 in 3 starts, but his ERA 3.60, and they do charge a visit. Cruz felt that after the walk and then 3-1 count that it was worth spending one here in the first inning. Well, you have 3 to use. Most nights don't use any, so it was about more than just signs. Here's the stretch. And the pitch, runner goes, and a swing and a bouncer foul, third base side. Abreu will have to head back. Full count on Cuevas, who flirted with a home run a couple of pitches ago. He's got 3 this year. He hit 10 for Bridgeport last season. And a move to first, back standing is Abreu. Cuevas, an Atlantic League All-Star last year. His first 3 years in the Giants system, he was an Arizona League MVP his second year, rookie ball. Pitch is swung on and fouled again down the right field side and out of play. And Abreu again was on the move. He'll retreat. Bluefish enter play today, tied for the league lead in hitting at 283 with Lancaster. The Revs, after their performance last night, 17 hits, 4th time in 8 games. They're up to 3rd, 273. Pitch, he runs on a line drive, base hit, down the line in left. Abreu rounds second, heading to 3rd, and content to stroll in there. Into second goes Cuevas standing. The throw came towards short, as Harris had to dig it out of the corner. A double for Cuevas at second and 3rd, and a ball slammed down the line in left, out of the reach of Simpson, who's at 3rd today, extending out with that glove.
Well, the Bluefish did strike first last night with the run in the first, and right away putting pressure on Victor Mateo. This is a big at-bat right here. Sean Burrows up, 2 men in scoring position, and Burrows leading the league in average at 347.
His 4th game back from paternity leave. First pitch, sails outside, a changeup. Revs with the infield back, conceding a run, trying to prevent 2. Burrows in his 60th game played. Pitch, and it misses in the dirt. He missed about a month. Checks back the radar gun to see where Mateo was and bringing that one. Two balls, no strikes. Now the pitch. Swinging a ground ball under Mateo's glove into center. 1 run scores. Cuevas is going to come home as well. Sean Burrows up the middle delivers a 2-run single. The Bluefish have struck first again. This time 2-0. And a comebacker that Mateo in reaction tried to reach down for, but reached a little bit too short.
And such a game of inches, because if that ball finds his glove, even if he's just able to knock it down, he keeps the runners at 2nd and 3rd. Probably has a decent shot of getting Burrows at 1st. Instead, it's right past him and 2 runs come across.
Now the Revs behind early today. Here's Jose Hill. He's hitting at 310. First pitch is inside. DH last night. They had Molina in the game. And Hill is catching today's game. Molina not in the lineup. 1-0, and it misses down and away. Now when Molina catches, they still want him in there DHing. He is, without question, one of their top bats. 310 average, 2 homers, 33 driven in. 2-0, and he lines it to left field. Harris coming over, plays it on a hop toward left center. And it'll be 1st and 2nd. If it hooks, he's got a great chance to get to it. But it looked like it didn't hook much. It top spun down and going over toward left center, had to play it on a hop. 4 straight of reach, 3 straight hits. Here's Daniel Fields, who DHs today. Fields, I was told, a cousin of Darby Myers. Sometimes they end up playing next to each other in the outfield, but Fields DHing here in this one. First pitch is in for a strike. It's hitting at 288 with 8 home runs. He's reached safely in 22 straight, which is tied with Alexi for the longest active streak in the league in on base. Pitch to him, swing and a miss, a cutter from Mateo. But Fields' streak is an on-base streak. Alexi's is a hitting streak, but both with a 22-game on-base streak. Here's the stretch, 0-2. And a called third strike throw behind Burrows, hit him right in the rear end. And glances over toward the second base area. He slides back. Fields down looking, though, and there's 2 away. And Mateo gets him on 3 pitches. Now with 2 down, Angeles Nina to the plate. Nina hitting at 222. He was a late add to last night's lineup for Lambeau, and Lambeau's still not well enough to play. First pitch is right in there, a called strike. Nina's kind of been a 4th outfielder for them, but can play some infield as well. The 0-1, and a swing and a miss on the cutter from Mateo. He's listed as an infielder, but we've mostly seen him in the outfield. He is the K-man today. 7th hitter of the first inning. Bridgeport with the game's first 2 runs. 0-2, and a miss is down and outside. Mateo's last start, 6 shutout innings, gave up only 3 hits. Beating Sugarland last Thursday. He fires. And a line drive to left. Harris back and steps onto the track and hauls it in. Moving back toward the big wall. And Nina flies out to deep left to end the inning. Bluefish do strike for the first 2 on 3 hits and 2 left. We've played a half inning. It's Bridgeport 2, York coming up.
You hear a lot about CPAP masks these days, but here's something you don't hear much about. Over half of the people who wear a CPAP mask for sleep stop wearing it within a year. How's that working for you? Dr. Gordon Bell would like you to hear this. York Dental Sleep Therapy has dental options that can help many of those people. If you or someone you live with is struggling with sleep apnea, visit yorksleep.com and see how Dr. Gordon Bell can help return your home to peaceful nights of deep, restful sleep. If you're groggy during the workday, if you wake up feeling exhausted, if you would like to get your nighttime sleep patterns back to a healthy state, get a confirmation from your doctor, then meet with Dr. Bell at his office on West Market Street in Hallam. He'll evaluate your symptoms and discuss which treatments would best suit your situation. Dr. Bell can restore restful sleep and get you feeling better day and night. York Dental Sleep Therapy. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com to learn more.
Hey Revs fans, get points for great rewards just by supporting your team through the new Revolution Rewards program. Use the new York Revolution app to receive and earn points for ballpark food, store discounts, stadium tours, and more. Available through the Apple and Google Play stores, the York Revolution app also features team news and exclusive content, contests and promotions for Revolution prizes, online ticket purchases, live game streaming, and more. Download the York Revolution app today. Free stuff by supporting your team? That's Revs time.
This is Brad Allen. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Come to bat against Rainier Roybal in the bottom of the first inning, trailing 2-0. Sean Burrows' 2-run single. Roybal, who we saw in relief a week and a half ago, he went an inning and 2/3 Gave up 1 hit and no runs. Sounds pretty good. But he walked 5. Did not give up a run. He struck out 3. A lot of effort to give up no runs.
And 2 of those strikeouts were with the bases loaded. So he got into trouble and then was a magician getting out of it.
He'll make his 4th appearance today, 2nd start. No record, 6 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 3 runs, 6 walks, 6 Ks. He's given up more hits than walks in his other outings. First pitch to Alonso. Harris drilled him. A fastball hit him right in the left side, and he is on base to start the game. Alonso with the first pitch hit, and he has reached base safely in all 30 home games that he's played. It's the league's longest home on base streak by any player this season, and the 4th longest home on base streak in Revs history. Here's Alexi Casilla. We'll see if he can extend his. First pitch, fastball. It's up at the belt for a called strike. Casilla, 22-game hitting streak coming in today. Hitting at .424 on the streak, .390 overall. The streak is within 4 of the league's longest this year. As Roybal takes a peek over at Harris at first, it's tied for the 4th longest in Revs history. Pitch, and he swings, pokes it on the ground. Rosa over to his right from short. He'll swing it to second in time to get Harris. And it's a fielder's choice. They record the lead out. Rosa had to shift over away from second and make the throw back, so that's all they'll get. 1 away, and Tejeda coming up. Comes in today 6th in the league in hitting at .311. Right behind Harris, who's 5th at .313. Tejeda, 11 home runs, 52 driven in. RBI numbers tied for 4th. And the league leader in hits and tied for 2nd in doubles, 3rd in extra base hits, 4th in slugging. As Casilla at first now, and he's going to run. Pitch is a strike. He'll the throw and the tag. Not in time. Casilla diving to the back corner of the bag. Perhaps the throw was in time, but Casilla avoids the tag with the head first slide. His 4th steal.
Awfully close. Casilla got a good jump, though. Good throw as well from Heel. And again, we talked about it at the beginning of that streak. Casilla in and out of the lineup with his groin, his thumb, but now fully healthy. And we see the other element that his game has, that running game as well, and how athletic he is and the kind of speed he provides.
Alexi at second with 1 out for Tejeda. Revs down 2-0, looking to answer. Pitch, swing and a miss, a fastball up. And Tejeda slipped a little bit on that finish. He did not get cheated. That was quite the cut, and he'll dig at that batter's box dirt, flip a little of the loose dirt away. Roybal, who's from Santiago, Cuba, 28-year-old righty, 6'3". Now deals. And a fastball just outside. He wanted it. Hill, though, wanted the ball high. And it wasn't high. It was kind of middle height-wise, but away. 1-2 on Tejeda. Revs trying to answer back with something, at least. Bridgeport scoring in the first for the 2nd straight game. The pitch. And a ground ball towards short. Casilla breaks for 3rd. Rosa up with the ball, throws to first, 2 outs. And Casilla able to outrun that ground ball, hits slightly behind him on that secondary lead. Takes 3rd base on the play, and he's there with 2 down for Talvin Nash. What a return last night. Nash 2 for 5, singled in the third, scored. Then in the 5th inning, blasted his 29th home run all time in 119 games with York. First pitch, he swings and fouls it back over the roof. 2 for 5. I think one thing that gets overlooked with him is how agile he is around first base as well, and looked very comfortable over there in his first game back also. Pitch is swung on and missed, a slider breaking off the plate. So Roybal to jump on him 0-2. Roybal had been in the Giants and Phillies systems, briefly made it to AAA last year at Lehigh Valley. Here's the stretch, the pitch, and a fastball off the plate away. He drops both hands to his knees looking in. Another close one. Just missed at 91. Roybal, he began his career in the Cuban National Series in his home country. Nash asked for time. He pitched in his home city for Avispas de Santiago de Cuba for 3 years there. Steps off. We heard Victor Mateo in the pregame yesterday talk about another former Cuba National Series righty as Roybal misses low on Nash. It was Jorge Martinez who pitched here that tipped Mateo off to the Revs and helped lead to him signing here. Friend of his. Here's the stretch from Roybal, the 2-2, and a swing and a miss. A slider got him. That was scoreless first inning. Revs leave a runner at third. No hits on the board just yet. We've played one today, heading to the second. The Bluefish with the early 2-0 lead.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
I just like to say that y'all rock, man.
Tom Verducci of Sports Illustrated wrote the cover story on Vin Scully. Was there any moment where he thought he was not going to keep his job?
There was a moment there when the Dodgers moved to Los Angeles, and they wanted their own voices. And it was Walter O'Malley, the Dodgers owner, who stepped in and said, no, Vin Scully is going to be your announcer. He's the best that there is.
Dan Patrick.
Mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
Hi, this is Brian Ascuri of the U.S. Women's Soccer Team. You're listening to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Nothing Bridgeport as we head to the second here this morning. Osni Guillen will lead things off. 8-9-1 for the Bluefish. They sent 7 to the plate in the first inning, scoring 2. 2-run single by Sean Burrows. 4 straight had reached with 1 out, but then Mateo got a strikeout and a fly out to finish things off. It did end up being a 30-pitch inning. First one to Guillen is fouled off. He's up there swinging. Fouls at third base side. Comes in hitting at .257 with 2 home runs, 17 batted in. Did not see him last night. There's the stretch, the pitch, and a breaking ball. Strike called, 0-2. Some sun forcing its way through. Mateo from the first base side of the rubber delivers and runs inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rebs have held Guillen to a 156 clip. Son of Ozzie Guillen, longtime White Sox shortstop and manager. Pitch is just outside, a breaking ball, 2-2. Ozzie, who manages winter ball now, guest managed the Bluefish last year. Mateo the pitch. And a ground ball towards second. Casilla backhands over to his right, has time, and makes the throw on to first. A 1 up, 1 down. Mateo got him to hit it off the end of the bat. Our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. Rebs are clear. Bridgeport again. Andrew Lambo out here today under the weather. Here's Angel Rosa, who's in there at short, hitting at 176 in 30 games played. First pitch, he tries to bunt his way on and jabs through it. No balls and a strike. Mentioned Mateo's 6th shutout in his last start. The one before that gave up just 1 run in 5 innings. That was against Bridgeport. Pitch is grounded toward short. Trienfeld dives, he's got it, pops up but has to hold it. Well, he shows his range laying out to his left, but Rosa hit it off the end of the bat, a slow roller, and by the time Carlos popped up, no sense in throwing it. It's an infield hit.
And that was really 2 great plays from Trienfeld, Darryl. 1 was getting to the ball, making the sliding stop, popping up, but number 2 was not throwing it. A lot of guys, after they make such a great play to get to the ball, want that out so badly, they go ahead and make the throw, and he decided better of it, wisely not throwing the ball and just putting it in his pocket.
Here's Darby Myers, who takes a strike. Trienfeld did play 6 games at short, 6 starts at short when he had first arrived. He's been at third base since that initial week or so. Myers looking down at Luis Rodriguez for the signs. Darby, who lined out to left his first time. 1 on with 1 out here in the second, 2-0 Bridgeport. And Mateo will toss one over, checking in on Rosa. One thing that I remember seeing from Trienfeld at short was how good he is on balls to his left. Made that diving stop there. Here's a little bit quicker throw over, and Rosa back standing again. And we see that at third base as well, Matt. His range there, especially to his left, has been on display. Mateo fires, and a foul tip off Cruz's mid. It rolls to the backstop, 0-2. Myers, who lined out to left to start the game. And he's from Southern Cal, Fields from Detroit, but they are cousins, found out today. Here's the stretch from Mateo. 0-2, runner goes, and it's down low, and Cruz had it slip out of his hand. No throw. A steal for Rosa. He's at second with 1 out. Cruz kind of yelling at himself in frustration. Never got a chance to get the throwaway there. It's Rosa's 3rd steal. Now at second base with 1 out, the stretch, the 1-2, and a swing and a foul back over the roof. Our roof man Jackson had a late night. He's here helping get the stadium ready for the quick turnaround. He's getting a lot of airtime lately, isn't he?
Santa last night. Santa's used to being up all night, right?
Yeah. Here's a ground ball slapped to second to Inigo's Casilla right in front of it. He'll throw on to first. Rosa advances to third with 2 outs. It was a high fastball that Myers got on top of and beat it into the ground. They're 2 down. Here's Tony Abreu, who walked and scored in the first inning. Bluefish up 2-0. Abreu a 14-game on-base streak after that walk. Mateo ready. First pitch, breaking ball, in for a strike. Mateo, 2 earned runs or fewer in 11 of his 15 starts. It's a lot like Janis, but he's managed to get 4 wins. Here's a foul back. 0-2 the count. Steve's been the victim of bad luck. Mateo had a stretch where he gave up just 1 run in 4 straight in May and June. 0-2, and a deep drive but foul. Abreu early, and he yanks it out toward the picnic area. Abreu, who's played in the majors with the Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Royals, and Giants. 224 games pitched to him. He swings and pulls a grounder to second, and Casillas got this one. Hit sharply, but right at him. He throws to first and handles all 3 outs on ground balls in the second. No runs, an infield hit, and a runner left at third. It stays 2-0 Bridgeport at the end of an inning and a half.
You line your feet up on the edge of the starting block, shake out your arms, and then you push off the block in one fluid motion, fully extending your body and cutting into the water with nothing on your mind but the mechanics. You're a swimmer, and whether it's practice time in the pool or crunch time at a meet, Flying Feet is with you every stroke of the way.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes is a swimmer's paradise. Get suits by Dolphin, Speedo, Nike, Arena, and Tier. Pick up practice gear, team gear, and training equipment like fins, snorkels, and kickboards. The Flying Feet team has high-tech competitive suits, customizable caps, goggles, even goggle repair items. Shower down with swimmer's shampoo and body wash, plus suit wash to limit the wear and tear of chlorine. Time to dive into the pool? Then it's time for Flying Feet. We're more than sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83 next to Battery Warehouse.
Nurturing imagination, creativity, and innovation since 1990, Creative York is a non-profit art center located in historic downtown York, featuring 3 art galleries, pottery studios, art classes for all ages, and several community outreach programs, such as their award-winning Art in the Parks program. For more information, visit them online at creativeyork.org.
This is Houghton Buchanan. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
2-0 Bridgeport. We go to the bottom of the second. Good bounce back inning for Mateo, who gave up just an infield hit, got 3 ground ball outs, all to Casillas. Now the Revs with Jared Mitchell leading things off, and last night, again flirting with a cycle, on base 4 times, 3-hit game with a homer, triple, and single. Scored 3 runs, and the climb that he has made, he's now in the top 10 in the league in hitting, tied for 8th at .293. First pitch from Roy Ball is down and in. He's tied for second in doubles with 23. The home run was his 7th. And he's now 5th in slugging. There's the wind and the 1-0. And it misses outside.
And just to give you a sense of where he started relative to where he is now, he began the month of June below 200.
Here's the 2-0. He shows a bunt, and it missed down low. So a 3-0 count. Sun shining now. Late in May, he was, I believe, in the 130s when he started to turn it around in Sugarland. 3-0, and it misses down and away. A 4-pitch walk. And Mitchell on to start the inning.
And as much as the hitting numbers have increased for Mitchell, So has the plate discipline, the eye for where that ball is, working a lot more walks, and the strikeout numbers have also gone way down.
The Revs with a leadoff base runner in both innings against Roybal. A hit by pitch in the first, a walk here in the second. And here is Luis Cruz, who stands in hitting .281. A throw over, Mitchell dives back. He's got 7 steals entering play today. Cruz a night off last night. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down by Hill, who flings off the mask and the helmet. He's got the old school 2-piece setup there. 1 ball, no strikes. Roybal, who pitched in Cuba, then signed with the Giants 3 years in their lower levels as he throws over. Mitchell diving back again. And then signed with the Phillies at high A and double A 2 years ago, double A and triple A last year. Runner goes, pitch is up and in, and no throw from Hill, and Mitchell's got his 8th steal. Despite the throws over, he had Roybal timed up, took off, and dives in. No contest, his 8th steal, no throw. A 2-0 count on Cruz. And Roybal, the pitch, he breaks for third, it's up and in. Throw to third, safe there with a head-first slide. It was close, but he's in at the back of the bag. Mitchell steals second and third, and the Revs with 3 steals in the first 2 innings. And primed to get on the board here with no outs. But now we've got an issue. The plate ump and third base ump, they're going to send Mitchell back to second base, and I wonder if we have umpire interference again. Saying that Hill hit Gandolfo in the chest on the throw. Was it against was it Hill throwing when we saw that recently? Can't remember who it was, but recently we had umpire interference, which I can't remember any other time seeing it in person, but now we've seen it twice in maybe 2 weeks, and might have been against the Bluefish. So that robs Mitchell of what should have been his 9th steal. Here it looked like he had second and third, and he's sent back to second base. Mace was briefly given the explanation, didn't carry out a long argument about it. 3-0 on Cruz. And the pitch inside. He jumps back and takes ball 4. Back-to-back walks to start the inning.
And it was against Bridgeport the last time that happened. That was on July 14th with Travis Witherspoon going for second. Brian DeBrouwer was behind the plate in that one.
Was it Hill throwing then too?
Double check. Flipped away from it for a second. It was.
That's what I'm good for. Make you flip through the pages twice. So back-to-back walks, and Cruz couldn't stay too comfortable there. Roybal missing well inside. He had hit Alonzo Harris on the first pitch of the game. Here's Trienfeld, and he takes a fastball strike, 89 at the knees. Trienfeld, a 9-game hitting streak coming in today, 353 in those 9, 266 overall with 4 home runs. Revs down 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. 3 base runners, but looking for their first hit. Pitch is in tight. That one at 92. Pretty good velocity from Roybal. He made 9 appearances, 5 starts at AAA last year, Lehigh Valley, but went 0-2 with a 6.65 ERA. 10 outings in relief at AA Reading, his ERA over 7 there. It's the 1-1, and a swing and a miss, a fastball down. And he would also briefly pitch with Sioux City in the American Association last season. And then he had a standout year in the Puerto Rican Winter League. He went there for the 3rd straight season. Pitched with Santurce and went 3-2 with a 1.87 ERA and 11 starts. Pitch, swinging a grounder foul. Trienfeld pulls it down toward the Bluefish bullpen. One and two it remains.
Well, a couple notes on the Mitchell stolen base and a half, we'll call it. The first is that he simply timed up Roybal, who was one looking him, so as soon as that throw came or didn't come.
Here's a late swing. Trienfeld shoots a foul off the Revs dugout fence.
He would simply just get a running start as soon as that look or throw was made. And the other thing is that with that stolen base, Mitchell now has 34 all-time, and that's 6th best in Revs history.
Now ready, Roybal. Pitch, and a swing and a drive the other way, right field. Nina over toward the corner. He'll run it down. Mitchell tags from second, and the lead runner will advance. The Trienfeld flies to right. And if not for that umpire interference, that's a run. It's now 1st and 3rd with 1 out. Trienfeld hit it pretty well. He at least advances the lead runner, but if not for that umpire interference, he would have picked up an RBI on that swing. Now here's Chase Simpson, who will try to get it done. Down 2-0. Simpson swung the bat better on Sunday. He's been putting in a lot of work, hitting 140 in 13 games, but Sunday a sac fly, a walk. First pitch here, a fastball, it's called a strike. Has 1 home run, which was in Bridgeport, and has driven in 4. Switch hitter bats left. Roybal the stretch, he deals inside and missed. He's been working inside a lot. Some of it has been missing in off the plate, but he's got a good fastball and trying to jam guys with it. Sets up the breaking stuff away, which we saw mostly on Nash. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Fastball there at 91, right under the hands. One ball, 2 strikes. Here with 1st and 3rd and 1 out. Revs trying to get on the board. Pitch and a swing and a miss. Fastball got him coming inside again, almost the same spot, and there's 2 away. And second strikeout for Roybal. 2 down. Here's Travis Witherspoon. Comes in today hitting at .278 with 4 home runs. Had a 2-hit game and a run scored last night. He was out on the concourse early today as Roybal delivers a slider for a strike. He was very interested in the reptiles and the snakes on hand here today. I was interested from a distance myself. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a fly ball, center field. Darby Myers coasting over into left center, fairly deep, but he's out there and makes the grab. And that'll end the inning. Revs with a pair of walks to start the inning. And umpire interference helps prevent a run from scoring, though. And still no hits. They strand both. We go to the 3rd, still 2-0 Bridgeport.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
York Mitsubishi Super Summer Sales Event is on, featuring Outlander Sports starting at $17,995 with 0% financing available for up to 72 months. Right now, $2,500 off all 2017 Mitsubishi Lancers or a 7-passenger Outlander with discounts and rebates up to $4,000. So don't miss out on York Mitsubishi Super Summer Sales Event with a great selection and over 70 cars available. York Mitsubishi, just off Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue in York. York Mitsubishi, where Mitsubishis always cost less. So ends 7/31.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
This is Jay Gauls. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sport Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head to the third, it remains a 2-0 Bridgeport lead. Some bad fortune for the Revs in that second inning, but unable to get the runner home, still looking for their first hit. And Jose Cuevas will lead off. First pitch from Mateo is down and away. Cuevas a double and a run scored in the first. Mateo a 30-pitch first inning, 16 in the second. 1-0 and a foul back into the net. He got 3 ground outs all to Casilla and allowed just an infield hit in that second inning. Facing 3, 4, and 5, all who had hits in the first. Pitch and a swing and a floater. Second base, Casilla going out and reaches out. He's got it, ranging into shallow right center. Reached out and caught it back behind his left ear as he went out into shallow right center. A bloop, and he runs it down, 1 away.
And he turned back over his left shoulder, and as he was running out, kind of flipped around to catch it back over his right shoulder, and it was almost like while he was facing away from the field, didn't see the ball, he knew it was going to hook back the other way. His instincts are just unbelievable. Yesterday there was one where he sprinted back, just got to his spot and waited, and it was exactly where the ball came down.
Here's Burrows. He skies the first one to left. Alonzo Harris hop stepping under it, waiting. He makes the grab, 2 down. Now Burrows retired on 1 pitch. That'll help Mateo's pitch count. Face Jose Hill with 2 down. Hill a single his first time up. It was Burrows who drove in the 2 runs. First pitch, fastball right there for a strike. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, 2 other day games today. Southern Maryland at Somerset, scoreless in the 4th. They'll also play a night game. Here's a chopper toward third and foul. Top of the third at Long Island, the Ducks lead the Skeeters 2-0. The Southern Maryland Somerset day game is 7 innings, and then they'll play 9 at night. Lancaster at New Britain this evening. 0-2, and a swing and a looper foul down the right field side, and it dropped. The guy brought his glove down in section 1. It bounced right out, but at least he brought it. 0-2 on Hill, the former Camden River Shark. Pitch, and in the dirt, blocked by Cruz. Hill with Camden 2 years ago, their last season in the league. Now his second year with Bridgeport. Long time in the Yankees system coming up. Pitch, and it misses down and away, 2-2. Cruz reaching for that one in the dirt. He made it to AAA with the Yankees and then also the Orioles and Angels. Hill now 30 years old. Pitch from Mateo. He lays off. A cutter low, appeal down to first. He did not go around on it. Hill, who's from Venezuela, he's played in the Venezuelan Winter League since 2010. Stretch from Mateo, the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball down low. And a 1-2-3 inning. And his quickest inning of the day thus far. We go to the bottom of the third. Still a 2-0 Bridgeport lead.
Take it from me, guys. You want to make life happier? Your wife wants a nicer lawn. The kind of lawn you see on Home and Gardens and Martha Stewart. Here's a hint. You're not alone. Call your pals at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. They've got a way with lush lawns that the ladies like. And as you know, happy wifey, happy hubby. Winky face. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. World-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
From Manny Brothers, almost famous, always a favorite. From Manny Brothers, almost famous sandwiches served on Italian bread. Your choice of meat piled high with cheese, fresh cut fries, coleslaw, and tomato. Every day is happy hour with half price on draft, bottles, and liquors. Tuesday and Thursdays, it's Primanti Pizza Feast wings and salad for under $20. We'll keep the wings flying with 59-cent wings all day Sunday and boneless wings all day Monday. Primanti Brothers, 2151 South Queen Street. Almost famous, always a favorite.
Can you sit up, little guy? There you go. What a big boy. Whoa. Every time he grabs my maple donut, it pulls him over to one side. But he keeps on grabbing at it. Whoop, there he goes again. Wait, let's see how this works. Here you go, little dude. Here's another maple donut. Can you grab it? Well, there you have it, folks. Charlie's right. A balanced baby needs a maple donut in each hand.
Maple donuts taste right.
This is Logan Williamson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Bob Burton is in the house today, delivering some Mountain Dew to the booth. What a good man. As we go to the bottom of the third, 2-0 Bridgeport. And I'm going to wait until I can eat during Matt's innings so that I don't get jittery with all this caffeine, but what a treat here on this Camp Day special. Revs with the top of the order. Alonzo Harris coming up, and he got drilled right in his side on the first pitch that Roy Ball threw today. He's now reached base in all 30 home games that he's played. Longest streak of any hitter in the league at home this year, and he has to back away of a breaking ball up and in. So he's a magnet on the first pitch of this at-bat. Fourth longest home on base streak in Revs history, the 1-0. And it missed outside a slider. 30 games in a row. Next on the on-base streak, Nate Espy, 32 in a row on base at home. Pitch, and that's down and outside. Fastball makes it 3-0. Do I hear Roy Ball grunting when he throws?
I don't know. I didn't hear it. I'll listen closer.
3-0. Not that time. He missed outside, though. And Harris walks to lead things off. Third walk, along with a hit batter from Roy Ball. And similar to that relief outing, not to quite that extent, but not giving up hits, but giving up base runners. Revs still looking for their first hit. Here's Casilla. Hit into a fielder's choice in the first, and Harris draws a throw, back standing.
We'll see if Harris can learn anything from Jared Mitchell out there on the bases. Of course, a guy who likes to run, and if Roy Ball continues to just one-look him, he'll take at least one.
Another throw to first. Harris was just a step off. Just saw a kid go by with an Aaron Judge jersey. That didn't take long. It's going to be a bestseller, I would think.
Not in his size.
No. Oh, no. Harris was caught. A pick over. He's hung up in a rundown. And he dives for second. They got the tag on his buttocks. According to third base Frank Urilli, Burrows chasing him the entire way from first base. And Alonso almost escaped. Burrows kept it and chased him, and he almost made it, but they got the tag on his right leg, and he's caught. He was itching to go, thought he had him timed, and Roybal picked over right in that instant.
And I would assume that's an adjustment that the Bridgeport coaching staff talked to Roybal about in between innings.
Pitch to Casilla is a called strike on the inner edge. It's 0-1. First pitch that he threw to Alexi. Now Harris initially tried to get back, realized he couldn't, and broke for second, but they got him. Here's a swing and a fly ball foul down the left field side and out of play. Is that like a goat out in right center, or a small camel? I see a horse. There's the 0-2. And a backdoor slider just missed.
It does look like some sort of camel.
Cool.
Maybe an alpaca? No humps.
Maybe. We'll have to investigate. Sun shining brightly now. Here's the wind and the pitch. And a fastball, strike 3 called at 90, down and in on Casilla, who's rung up, and Roybal continues to pound these hitters in with his fastball. It's his third strikeout. Despite 3 walks and a hit batter, he's not thrown very many pitches. He's only at 40. Oh, it's a llama. Thank you, Milt. Milt tuned in. It's a llama out there in right center. Probably eventually gonna guess that. Just name every animal. Here's Tejeda, who grounded out to short his first time up. 2-0 Bridgeport. First pitch is lined the other way. Base hit to right center. And Tejeda around first. Is he gonna try it? Big turn, he'll stop. Nina backhanding from right and chucks it in. But Tejeda with a linea. A ringing base hit to right center, his league-leading 99th. And the Revs have their first hit of the day. He's a 2-out base runner for Nash. Tejeda able to get some extension over the plate there and drive it the other way. He is deadly when he does that. Here's Nash, who struck out in the first. First pitch, a slider, and a called strike. And we've seen them show him breaking stuff early in counts and then fastball with 2 strikes, which he laid off a close one in the first. Eventually they got him on the breaker. Pitch is a fastball up and away here, and it's 1-1. Homered last night in his first game here since homering twice against Long Island last June 21st. Pitch is popped up and back toward the third base dugout. Hill on the move, out of room, and lands about 4 rows in. Nash, who homered twice in his final game with York last season. The White Sox signed him on June 22nd, which was 1 day after the Braves had signed Tejeda. But with those 2 departures, the Revs a few days earlier had added Witherspoon. They then added Chavez and Rivers a couple of days later. About a week later added Mitchell, and they did finish the first half title that they had been pursuing. Pitch, and it's high and tight. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Come on, Cal.
And now 29 home runs with York in less than a full season combined. Last season, he led the league by 3. At the time he was picked up, he had 15, which was a Revs first half record. Roy ball ready. Now the 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called. 90 on the outer black. And Nash frozen on that. 4th strikeout for Roy ball, who keeps the Revs scoreless. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. Matt with the play-by-play in the 4th. It's still 2-0 Bridgeport.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party planners with $18.93 deli items. Best Jet hot dogs go great with Best Jet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple Best Jet rising crust pizzas with 12 packs of Best Jet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with Best Jet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star, purchase participating products, scan your Rutter's rewards card, or enter VIP information at checkout and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rudders, why go anywhere else?
This is Luke Westfall. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
2-0 Bridgeport heading to the 4th. The Bluefish with 2 runs in the first inning. Victor Mateo has given up just 1 base runner since. And now he'll work to Daniel Fields, Angeles Nina, and Osni Guillen. First pitch to Fields, slapped the other way, down the line and left. A long run for Harris, and he reaches out and he makes the catch. All the way towards the corner, lost his hat, but maintained his concentration and reeled it in for out number 1. Alonzo Harris showing off the range on a ball slicing away from him off the left-handed bat of Daniel Fields. And Harris going all the way towards the corner, made the catch just before disappearing from our vantage point. And Mateo has a 1-pitch out. Here's Angeles Nina, an open stance from the right side. First pitch, he shows bunt and pulls back, taking high for ball 1. When Harris was at second base, we would talk about the range he possessed in the infield. Same certainly true in the outfield. And the 1-0 lifted in the air pretty well, left center field, Witherspoon back. He was playing that way, and onto the warning track, makes the catch. 2 away. Mateo has now retired 9 of the last 10, and that'll bring up Osni Guillen. 9 of 10 and 7 in a row. Guillen a ground out to second base, his first time up. First pitch, down and in with the breaking ball, ball 1. Guillen drafted by the White Sox, his father's club at the time. That was in 2010, but did not sign, went to college instead. And the pitch down and in. 2 balls and no strikes. He went to Miami-Dade College, also attended St. Thomas University. And then began his professional career in the Frontier League, 2 seasons in normal, and then last year playing with Sioux Falls in the American Association. 2-0, fouled back off the tip of the glove of Cruz and back towards the backstop. Last year in Sioux Falls, Guiana, 241 average, 2 home runs, 21 knocked in. Of course, has the connection to Luis Rodriguez because Rodriguez and his father Ozzy coached together. And the pitch outside from Mateo. It's now 3 balls and a strike.
I'm putting right here, Z. Right here.
Mateo, who works exclusively from the stretch, has his sign. And the 3-1 outside corner for a strike. Again, started towards first, took a step, and was on the verge of tossing his bat before Tom Grandolfo gave the strike call. So now it's a full count, 3-2. Victor Mateo already up to 65 pitches. It was a 30-pitch first. And the payoff pitch hit in the air, left center field. Witherspoon over, has a beat on it. And in the gap, waiting will make the catch. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning for the second inning in a row. Through 3.5 at Peoples Bank Park, it's 2-0 Bridgeport on 1350 WOYK.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance. Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at Peoples Bank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, 1 inning will be designated, and 1 name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
Hey Jane, check it out. 2 brand new Fast Play games from the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Yeah, you just pick your game, get your ticket, and see if you've won.
And with Payday, you could win progressive top prizes instantly.
Instantly? That's fast.
Not faster than me drinking this frozen slush.
You okay?
Ouch. Headache.
Oh.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
This is Michael Click. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball, home of the Revs, Sports Radio, 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sport.
Nothing Bridgeport. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Jared Mitchell, Luis Cruz, and Carlos Trienfeld due up against Rainier Roybal. Roybal giving up just 1 hit through 3 innings, but also 3 walks and a hit batsman. The Revs with the leadoff runner on in each inning so far, but unable to get a run across. Jared Mitchell led off the 2nd inning with a walk. He stole 2nd and appeared to steal 3rd too, but umpire's interference, the call sending him back. It eventually did cost the Revs a run, assuming the rest of the inning would have played out the same. Stands in here, leading off the 4th and the first pitch. Fastball above the letters, ball 1. Jared's been on a tear. Over the last 12 games, he's batting .467, 21 for 45. The 1-0. Swinging a high fly ball, very high in the air, straight away center field. Myers waits a little bit towards the right center gap, camping under it. He makes the catch, and 1 down to begin the 4th. Mitchell getting under that one, a fly out to center, and that'll bring up Luis Cruz. We were talking to Mace about the addition of Telvin Nash at first base and the trickle-down effect to different guys' playing time. Of course, Cruz had been catching a lot with Tejeda at first base, so it will affect him to some degree. First pitch, breaking ball over, strike 1. But Mace was telling us that Cruz was actually originally drafted as a third baseman, so we could see him play a few games down at the hot corner. Mace excited to see what he could bring to the table there. There's a shot down towards third, but just foul. Cruz, who this year in the field has only played catcher. He's also DH'd a handful of games, but every day during batting practice, he does take out his infielder's glove and hang out on the left side, taking ground balls, and you wouldn't know he was the starting catcher, or a catcher nonetheless. The 0-2 swing and a miss. Chased one up above the letters, and he's down on 3 pitches. 5th strikeout of the game for Roybal. Two down for Carlos Trienfeld. Trienfeld, a fly ball out to Nina in right his first time up. Working on a 9-game hitting streak. Trienfeld 12 for 34 over that span, a .353 average. Starting at shortstop today. Righty against righty. Roybal kicks and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He tied him up. High and inside, 0-1. Trienfeld with the high socks, the body armor down there on the instep of the front left leg. Roybal winds in the 0-1. Reach for and hit on the ground towards shortstop. It stays down for Rosa, and he steps through and on to first, and that will retire the side. A 3-up, 3-down inning for Roybal, the first time he's done that today. Each pitcher doing so in the 4th, and we head to the 5th. 2-0 Bluefish on 1350 WOYK.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
Every single morning.
5 bad calls in 13 seconds. What's more impressive, what Reggie Miller did to the Knicks or what the officials did to NBA fans in the final 13 seconds? Reg had 8 points in 9 seconds.
Yes.
Or 5 missed calls in 13 seconds. What's more impressive there? I thought Reg was. But that's pretty impressive. You missed 5. You missed every one of them. But, you know, total transparency. They've admitted that they missed these calls. But it's almost like, and if you're Catholic, you understand this, you just go to confession, and all of a sudden that just wipes away your sins. So this is sort of the referee, the NBA's version of confession. Hey, we made some mistakes. We'll see you in Oklahoma City.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Break out some IDs. That's just good radio.
Mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Need material handling equipment for your company's busy season? Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers a full line of rental equipment to keep you operating at maximum efficiency. Forklifts from 3,000 to 15,000 pound capacity, narrow aisle reach trucks and order pickers, electric pallet jacks, scissor lifts, and forklift clamp attachments. Daily, weekly, and monthly terms available. Call today at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438. And check us out online at midatlanticindustrial.com.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Victor Mateo back to work here in the 5th. He's retired 11 of the last 12 following a 2-run first inning. He set down the last 8 in a row and now work to Angel Rosa, Darby Myers, and Tony Abreu. 9-1-2 in the order. Here to begin the 5th. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Bluefish. No runs on 1 hit, no error for the Revs. First pitch to Rosa, inside edge, strike 1. Mateo today has been around 84 with the fastball throughout. He likes to throw that cutter, take a little off of it, and just use his pinpoint location to get ahead. The 0-1 line drive and a leaping catch by Carlos Trienfeld. He comes down facing the outfield and yanks that one out of the air to get Rosa for out number 1. We saw what he did yesterday with ground balls, bare hand plays, firing across the diamond, starting double plays. This one just plucking it out of the air on the sharp liner. Here's Myers, first pitch, and that's upstairs, 1-0. Myers second in the league at .337. And there are only 7 players in the Atlantic League who qualify at least to have batting averages above 300. The 1-0, that's inside, ball 2. And of those 7 players with averages above 300, 5 of them are playing in this game. Burroughs leading the way at .347, Myers at .337. Their teammate Tony Abreu at .301, and then in between those guys as Myers lifts it in the air, well hit left center field. Harris looking, and that one is gone. Darby Myers takes Victor Mateo deep out to left center field. For Myers, that's his 4th home run this year, and it's now a 3-0 Bluefish lead. Well, that'll help the average as well. Myers 1 for 3 now on the day. And after Mateo had retired 9 in a row, Myers breaks that up in a big way. Here's Abreu, lefty, batter, a switch hitter, and he lines it to center. Witherspoon in, and he makes a running grab. Witherspoon, a good jump. He caught it letter high. Coming in on the sinking line drive by Abreu. There's out number 2. Two down for Jose Cuevas. So I started to detail the 5 guys who are in this game. 5 of 7 in the league above 300. The other 2 for the Revs. Alonzo Harris at .313. Isaias Tejeda at .311. And now Cuevas lifts the first pitch in the air, left center field. That's hit well. Back it goes, and out of here. Over the Harrisburg University sign, 2 home runs in the inning, both solo shots. And the Bluefish double up their lead. It's now 4-0. For Cuevas, his 4th of the year. And Victor Mateo has not been victimized by the long ball much at all this year, but in this game has been taken deep twice. Mateo just 5 home runs given up over his first 15 starts, but 2 here in the 5th. Both to very similar spots out towards left center. And here's Burroughs. First pitch, cutter on the outside edge, strike 1. Burroughs a single in the first, he drove in 2. 0 for 3 yesterday, and that one misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mateo will ask Cruz to go over the signs again. Burroughs again, just his 4th game back from paternity leave, departed the team on June 24th. The 1-1 in the dirt, ball 2. Infield back, outfield straightaway. Burroughs also tied for 4th in the league in slugging at .395. The 2-1, inside out swing down the line and left, but that will drift back and out of play. Bouncing up on the concourse and down into the seats. 2 balls and 2 strikes. No action in the Revs bullpen. Mateo up to 77 pitches. The 2-2, breaking ball down low. Now it's full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Burroughs in his 16th pro season. The payoff pitch hit weakly on the ground right side past Mateo. It'll be barehanded by Nash. The flip to Victor, and in time they got him. A nice play by the right side. Good communication, better execution to get Burroughs hustling down the line. But 2 hits in the inning, both solo home runs to left center field, and the Bluefish double their lead. It's now 4-0 heading to the bottom of the 5th on 1350 WOYK.
Did you know that Shipley Energy can take care of all your energy needs? From heating oil and propane to providing your home with electricity and natural gas. We also provide heating and air conditioning service and installation. All of your energy needs are under one roof at Shipley Energy. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com. Call 855-4-SHIPLEY and don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy. Energy for life.
Nurturing imagination, creativity, and innovation since 1990, Creative York is a non-profit art center located in historic downtown York, featuring 3 art galleries, pottery studios, art classes for all ages, and several community outreach programs, such as their award-winning Art in the Parks program. For more information, visit them online at creativeyork.org.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star, purchase participating products, scan your Rutter's rewards card, or enter VIP information at checkout and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, First in York, First in Sports.
Revs still looking to get on the board. They trail the Bluefish 4-0. Here in the bottom of the 5th, it'll be Chase Simpson, Travis Witherspoon, and then back to the top and Alonzo Harris. Rainier Roybal has given up some base runners, but nothing across. Does have 5 strikeouts. And his first pitch to Simpson. That one's hit on the ground sharply, but foul down near the first base bag. Simpson trying to break out of a slump. He's now 0 for his last 16. Hitless in his previous 5 games. And a strikeout victim his first time up. Roybal winds and the 0-1. That one catches the outside corner, tailing away from Simpson. And it's quickly 0-2. Infield plays Simpson to pull. Outfield does just a little bit. Roybal from the wind ahead 0-2. And the pitch on the way. Up and away with a fastball, and Simpson lays off. Roybal, a Cuban defect, originally signed by the San Francisco Giants, undrafted in 2010. Now in his 10th pro season, and the 1-2 breaking ball misses high and away. Looks like he released that one a little early, and the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Roybal began his professional career in the Cuban National Series and then in the States with the Giants and later the Phillies. The 2-2 fouled straight back to the screen. Roybal last season as high as AAA with the Phils before being released. Finished the season in Sioux City of the American Association. Was invited to spring training with the Dodgers this season, but did not remain with the club. The 2-2 pitch again, swing and a miss, strike 3. Pump the fastball by Simpson. And that's strikeout number 6 for Roybal. And he is retired at 5 straight. One away for Travis Witherspoon. Witherspoon trying to get back going again. 2 hits in the game yesterday. Fly out to center field his first time up. Roybal winds in the first pitch. Fastball high and tight. Witherspoon leans back. It's 1-0. Roybal's debut with the Fish came against York. That was July 16th, about a week and a half ago. The 1-0. It's a breaking ball, outside edge. Witherspoon didn't like it, but home plate umpire Tom Gandolfo did, and he raises the right arm. 1 ball and 1 strike. Roybal from the first base side kicks and fires, and it's just out. This time the call going the way of Witherspoon, who's ahead 2-1. That debut for Roy Ball, it was a bullpen day for Bridgeport. Their starter leaving after the first inning with an injury. Roy Ball working an inning and 2/3. Pitch to Witherspoon, fouled off to the right and out of play. And Roy Ball working into trouble, but working out of it. Did not allow a run and gave up a hit and 5 walks, but 2 strikeouts with the bases loaded in back-to-back innings to get out of jams. 2-2, 1 away. And the pitch to Witherspoon. Swinging a line drive over to the right side, but foul. Back of the Revs bullpen and out of play. Roy Ball, his first start of the year came a few days ago in Southern Maryland, and that he worked 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. That one he did not walk a batter. The 2-2, up high, ball 3. Good at bat from Witherspoon here as he works it full. He struck out 4 in that one. In this one, 3 walks, a hit batsman, but 6 strikeouts. And working into the 5th. He's ready, the payoff pitch. And it's a high fly ball, well hit left center field, going back again, looking up, and that one is out of here. Travis Witherspoon, a solo home run, and the Revs are on the board. It's 4-1. 5th home run of the year for Witherspoon. And he starts to get it going again at the plate. 2 hits last night, and a moonshot here in the 5th. Well, the Bluefish with 2 home runs to left center in the top half of the inning. Witherspoon now with 1 in the bottom half, and here's Harris. Roy Ball's first pitch, swing, and he could not hold up. Strike 1 on the outside corner, might have been in there anyway. Roy Ball with a slider to get ahead. Harris on base twice, a hit batsman and a walk. The 0-1, and that nearly got him again. He jumped back. One ball and 1 strike. Harris with an open stance. He had a 2-run shot last night. And the 1-1, a big rip, but he comes up empty, letter high. Witherspoon's first home run in over a month. His last came June 23rd against Lancaster. The 1-2, and that's down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Roy Ball ready, and the 2-2 inside again, and that got Harris. It got his jersey. He jumped back and out of the way, but it clipped the uniform as it went on by, and Harris on base all 3 times and yet to register an official at bat. By the way, Houghton Buchanan now up and throwing for the Revs in their right field bullpen. And Alexi Casilla trying to keep the line moving. See if Harris takes off. He was picked off his last time. And the first pitch to Casilla, swinging a foul straight back. Casilla, fielder's choice. He stole second in the first inning. Was down on strikes looking in the 3rd. Once again, working on a 22-game hitting streak. Throw to first, and Harris 2 steps back leisurely. Alexi has hit safely in 26 of his 30 games here in York. And 12 multi-hit games as well since joining the team. Another throw over, and again, Harris back in standing. And not only has he done well individually, but the team has certainly benefited by having him be a part of the group, playing second base now on an everyday basis. And when he's in the lineup, the Revs are 18-11. Switch hitter batting left. Roybal throws over again, and Harris again back in standing. So Harris certainly drawing some attention from Roybal. Now it looks like the Bluefish have a man up in their left field bullpen. Roybal up to 72 pitches. Harris runs, and Casilla showing bunt, drops it down third base side. Harris slid into second, and the bare hand play not made by third baseman Jose Cuevas. It looked like he peeked at Casilla, took his eye off the ball, and could not secure it with the right hand. Harris at second looks a little frustrated. I think he wasn't aware that Casilla was going to lay down a bunt. Had he known, he might have rounded second and tried to go for third. But it's a bunt hit and a 23-game hitting streak for Alexi Casilla. That ties him with Vince Harrison, 23, third best all time. Harrison did it June 19th through July 17th of 2011. And Casilla matching him here. 2 men on for Tejeda. Tejeda, the first hit of the ball game, and he takes the first pitch high and tight. And now time is called by Heel. He'll go out and chat with Roybal. Frank DiGiulio Jr. up and throwing for the Bluefish. We saw him in the game yesterday. Struck out the side in the 6th after the starter, Rainey Lara, gave up a 2-run home run and then a single. 2 on for Tejeda. 1 away, bottom of the 5th. Roybal ready, checks second, and comes home, and the first pitch down and away, a slider. That's now 2-0. He'd thrown a pitch prior to the visit. Tejeda, his last time up, lined one to the gap in right center field, and nice play by Nina coming over to limit Tejeda to a single, but he hit it well and continues to have success the opposite way. Pitch on the way, another breaking ball, this time in there for a strike. Started it on the front hip of Tejeda, broke it over the heart of the plate. And now it's 2-1. Second baseman Tony Abreu playing very close, trying to keep Harris as close as he can. And the 2-1 fastball, and it's fouled back. Harris certainly not afraid to try to take off for third, get into a position where he can score on a productive out. 4-1 Bluefish, bottom of the 5th. The Revs have a home run from Witherspoon in the inning and are threatening for more. Roybal now will step away. And now, once again, we'll call his catcher Heel out as the two of them try to get straight on signs. Tejeda's been red hot of late, picking up his 99th hit. His last at bat, also second in total bases coming in, tied for second in doubles, third in extra base hits, fourth in slugging, and 6th in average. One of the most feared hitters in the league. Roybal ready, and the 2-2. Fastball, and he fouls it off straight down at the plate, trickling back towards the backstop, and Tejeda hangs tough.
So that home run got him out of his, out of his rhythm a little bit. First home run that Roybal's given up since coming to the Atlantic League.
Now really slowing his pace with men aboard. He looks back. A long look again, and 2-2, down and away, ball 3. Tejeda reading that one well out of the hand, a breaking ball in the dirt. And now we'll see with 1 out if they send Harris and Casilla on the full count. Big hole on the right side. Abreu continues to play almost on top of the second base bag. The first baseman, Burrows, is behind the runner, Casilla. And the playoff pitch, runner's not going, and it's popped up. Back of second, calling for it is Abreu, and on the dirt makes the catch. A big out number 2 for Rainier Roybal. So now it'll be up to Telvin Nash to come through with 2 outs. And this one 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts, 1 swinging, 1 looking. Did have a big return with the home run last night, a 2-hit game, but also struck out 3 times. Nash digs in that third base side batter's box. Harris at second, Casilla at first, and Roybal sets. First pitch to Nash, fastball, and he fouled it straight back. Nash yesterday didn't even get to take batting practice, just came out cold. And in the middle of the game, well, he got hot. Now in his 3rd different season in York, came over midway through 2015. Set up away, and the 0-1. Fastball doesn't quite come back to catch the outside edge. Had some arm side run too at 90 miles an hour from Roybal, and the count even at a ball and a strike. Nash now in his 9th pro season, drafted by the Astros in the 3rd round in 2009. The 1-1, and that's up and away, ball 2. He made it up to AAA before joining the Revs in 2015. Mentioned he hit his 29th Revs home run last night and his 59th RBI. He's ahead in the count, 2-1. And the pitch from Roybal. And that buzz you heard was a B right up against my microphone as Roybal misses up and in. It's 3-1.
Are you kidding me?
Talk about chin music. So a hitter's count for Telvin Nash. They've pitched him backwards. He's got to be sitting fastball though, and the pitch is a breaking ball, and he swings and misses. Gutsy decision there from Roybal, and it pays off. It's 3-2. Can't fault Nash at all. You don't want to load the bases in front of Jared Mitchell the way he's been hitting the ball, but Roybal the confidence to break one off. The 3-2, swinging a foul back. Runners were off, and now they'll have to go back to second and first respectively. Roybal now up to 86 pitches. In his first start in Southern Maryland, he went 4 innings and just threw 57. Big lead from Casilla. Now Roybal will spin and look at Harris at second base. Casilla was a third of the way with Burroughs playing behind him. Telvin Nash trying to come through. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners go, and the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Reach for a slider, down and away. Nash down on strikes for the 3rd time, and the Revs strand 2. But they're on the board with a Travis Witherspoon solo home run. It's 4-1, heading to the 6th on 1350 WOYK.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32 grand. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6 to $8 grand. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Hi, this is Doug Berman, managing partner at RKL, proud member of the York County Economic Alliance since 1947. You're listening to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Alongside Darrell Henry, I'm Matt Present. We head to the 6th, and Houghton Buchanan on for the Revs in a Maple Donuts pitching change. Victor Mateo goes 5, gives up 6 hits, 4 earned. And just the 5th time this year, he will not give up 2 earned runs or fewer in 16 starts. It's 4-1 Bluefish as Houghton completes his warm-up tosses. He will face Jose Heel, Daniel Fields, and Angeles Nina. 5, 6, and 7 in the order as Heel digs in. 1 for 2, a single to left in the first, and a strikeout in the third. Houghton from the stretch, and the first pitch popped up shallow left field. Harris there, it's drifting a bit, and he has it just shy of the warning track as it carried out towards left. 1 gone.
That's the main thing you want to see right now with Buchanan, having made some adjustments and in the process of continuing that. Attack the strike zone, be in the strike zone, be effective in the strike zone, and a 1 pitch out. Good way to start, building on what he did that last time out.
Well, he came back from all that side work by tossing 2 scoreless against Sugar Land on July the 21st. 1 strikeout in there. And the pitch on the way down low in the dirt. And Fields takes it 1-0. Buchanan, a 2-2 record, a 2.42 ERA. Now making his 28th appearance. It's all righty, works from the stretch. And the 1-0, down and away. Arm side run brought it all the way to the third base side batter's box, and Fields ahead 2-0. Daniel Fields, who has a 22-game on-base streak on the line. 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout, and he pops this one foul off to the left. Buchanan this year in 26 innings has given up 18 hits, 7 runs, all earned. He's walked 23, also struck out 23. The 2-1 on the way, and it's a ground ball. Karam's off the mound to Casilla at second. He knocks it down, picks it up, fires to first, and it's a little late. In and out of the glove of Nash, so it wouldn't have mattered. But hustling down the line, I think Fields would have beat it out either way. It was hit back up the middle, and would have been a base hit into center field, but then it caromed off the right side of the mound to Casilla. But a bobble by him, a bobble by Nash, and that'll go as a hit.
And almost got a great break on that bounce, but then backhanding it on a short hop, it's coming at you from a different angle, and that redirection probably had some sideways spin on it, I'm sure. Not an easy play. Almost got a great break, though.
Here's Nina. First pitch fastball, high and tight, ball 1. So Fields with that infield single does extend the streak. It's now 23 in a row. Nina 0 for 2, a couple of flyouts, 1 to left, 1 to center. Breeze now blowing out a bit towards left. The 1-0, that one's down and away. 86 on the gun from Buchanan. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Houghton drafted by the Seattle Mariners in the 20th round back in 2014. 2 years in their system, and then last year pitching in the United Shore League. Comes home 2-0, and that's reached for and fouled off down the right field line and out of play. Last year in the USPBL, appeared in 23 games, struck out 44 in 25 2/3 innings. 2-1 on Nina. And the pitch on the way. Fastball high and tight, and Nina leans back and out of the way of it. It's now a 3-1 hitter's count. The walk numbers, the one thing that the Revs would like Houghton to improve upon is ERA, very good. The 3-1, hit in the air well, left field and deep. Turning and looking is Harris, and that one is gone. Angeles Nina, a 2-run shot. And after Witherspoon went deep in the 5th, the Bluefish add 2 more here in the 6th, and they now lead it 6-1. First home run of the year for Nina. RBIs 8 and 9. And I wasn't sure if that would quite get out. Harris looking and just over the top of the nemesis. And now 3 home runs in the last 2 innings for Bridgeport.
This ball flying today. None of those have struck me as being obliterated, but they've had enough to get out.
Pitch on the way to Guillen, and that one's down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Osney, a ground out and a fly out. 0 for 2. Houghton from the first base side delivers, and he gets the outside strike. Cruz pulling it back, and good enough for Gandolfo. One ball and 1 strike. Osney, a slightly open stance from the left side. Set up away, and the pitch on its way. That one's fouled the opposite way and out of play left side. Bluefish tied for first in the league in average. They now have 8 hits on the day, 3 home runs. Houghton ready, and the 1-2. Breaking ball hitting the air to center field. Witherspoon a few steps to his left. They're waiting and makes the grab for out number 2.
The Revs pitchers have done a good job of late. The previous 3 games, they've given up 3, 1, and 1. But Bridgeport, who had the fewest home runs in the league despite their success, 3 today. That gives them 50 on the year. They came in 5 behind Somerset, who's next lowest. And obviously, they've had great success as a team as well.
That's exactly where I was going. Just 47 through 88 games coming in. Pitch on the way, check swing, and a strike to Rosa, 0-1. Angel Rosa 1 for 2, an infield hit in the 2nd, and a line out, a leaping catch by Tree and fell it short in the 5th. Two runs home in the inning, 6-1 the Bluefish lead. The Revs took the opener 9-1 last night, and the 0-1 swing and a miss. Fastball down and in, Rosa unable to connect, and he's down in the count 0-2. But you mentioned the Revs pitching of late. In the month of June, their team ERA was 5.07, but here in July, 3.18. The 0-2, breaking ball upstairs. Houghton releasing that a little early. The count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. A lot more quality starts of late. The addition of Jay Goss, a big part of that. Mentioned Janice getting it done in terms of quality starts, just not registering the wins. The 1-2 popped up behind home plate. Cruz will give it a look, but it's back and out of play.
And you've also had the lefties in the rotation turn a corner. Almost every night, starters are at least giving you a chance, and that's really their primary goal.
Logan Williamson especially, his last 5 starts, all 6 innings or more. 1-2, breaking ball upstairs again, 2 balls and 2 strikes. He was a guy early on in the year trying to battle back after not pitching and then trying to overcome that calf injury. It took him a while, but he's really found his groove of late. The 2-2 with 2 down, popped up back of the plate and over our heads, out of play. They'll do it again. Bluefish with 2 in the first, 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th. The Revs with 1 lone run, a Witherspoon solo shot in their half of the 5th. Just 3 hits for the Revs, who registered 17 last night for the 4th time in 8 games. The 2-2, and that's down and away. A good eye from Rosa to lay off and run it full. Buchanan turns around facing center field, collects his thoughts, and now toes the slab. Infield back, outfield plays Rosa to pull. And the payoff pitch in tight, ball 4. Rosa down in the count, comes back to work a walk, and it's a 2-out base runner for the Fish here in the 6th.
Buchanan trying to make it back-to-back outings without a walk. Losing him there, and unfortunately not the guy that you want to walk there at the bottom with top of the order coming back around, but he is in the strike zone a lot more these last 2 outings.
First pitch swinging is Darby Myers, and he lifts it high in the air, deep to left and off the nemesis. Playing it off the wall is Alonzo Harris. Coming in to score is Angel Rosa all the way around from first. It's an RBI double for Myers, and he has a 2-hit ball game. 7-1 now, the Bluefish lead it. And after the 2-out walk, Myers makes him pay.
Yeah, almost cruel how quickly the game can make an example of a 2-out walk like that. Myers a hot hitter, and he's driven the ball well in this ballpark, certainly. He's hit for some pop here.
Time called by Cruz, right as Abreu is set to dig in. Abreu with a walk in the first, now on base in 14 straight. 0 for 2 since that, a ground out and a line out to center. Pitch from Buchanan, that one misses inside, a slider. 1-0. Houghton, who played his college ball at Ole Miss, went to the College World Series in 2014. Struck out 57 batters in 39 innings in college. And the pitch hit on the fist over to first, picked off the dirt by Nash. He flips to Buchanan, covering and not in time. Hustling down the line to beat it out, Abreu. A bluff throw to third, and sliding back in safely is Myers. And Buchanan a little bit late getting over there, and good speed from Abreu to beat it out. Close play, and as we look at the replay, it looks like Abreu just did get his foot on the base before Buchanan. Bang, bang. And now runners at the corners with 2 away.
Yeah, I think it was just a half step late that cost him just the initial step off the follow through. Might have gotten caught watching it for just a split second, and that's all it took.
First and third for Cuevas. First pitch, and that's a fastball down and in, 92. Buchanan gets ahead 0-1. Cuevas, the 8th man to bat in the inning. He homered his last time up, also 2 extra base hits, a double in the first. The 0-1 popped up foul and out of play, and Buchanan in the driver's seat, 0-2. Buchanan, originally drafted by the Nationals in the 19th round in 2011 out of Biloxi High School, where he played not only baseball but also football, played quarterback, but decided to go to Ole Miss after that. The 0-2 pitch, breaking ball upstairs. It said 88, but it looked like a breaking ball that slipped a little bit. Maybe just took something off. 1 ball, 2 strikes, first and third, 2 away. Bluefish lead it 7-1. Buchanan set at the belt. The 1-2 to Cuevas. That one's down and away. A breaking ball in the dirt. And now Cruz will ask for a new ball. Michael Click now up and throwing in the Revs right field bullpen as again Buchanan will go behind the mound to collect himself. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The righty ready and delivers. Swinging a number foul, just got a piece off the end of the bat to stay alive. On the York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, bottom of the 7th, scoreless in Somerset, Patriots and Southern Maryland. In Long Island, it's the Ducks 4 and the Skeeters 2. They're in the bottom of the 6th. 2-2 the count. Buchanan's pitch, line drive back up the middle, couple hops, knocked down by Trianfelli, picks it up, flips to second, and it gets away. 1 run in already. That's Myers in from third, and safely into second Abreu. Cuevas reaching. And likely an infield single. It is.
Trianfelli in the recovery had to rush that flip and didn't get off a good one. A little off balance behind second. Had to try to get it to Casilla as quickly as he could. Would have been bang bang on a good flip, and he ends up almost rolling it low, just trying to get it out of his hand as quickly as possible. And not really in a catchable spot for Alexi.
And that's going to do it for Houghton Buchanan. He faces 8 batters and just couldn't quite get that third out of the inning. And Mark Mason will take the ball and turn to Michael Click, who was warming. 4 runs home in the inning, 5 hits and a walk given up by Buchanan. He will exit. And as Click comes on, we will step aside. 8-1 Bluefish lead it on 1350 WOYK.
Rich Eisen.
I might be the mayor of the Follow Through Challenge community.
I like it. The Rich Eisen Show.
I'm here with Jim Moore from UCLA here on the Rich Eisen Show, and you answered, this had to be the first draft you physically have been to.
Yeah, I've been in 25 or 26 draft rooms where you're on one end of the phone talking to New York, now Chicago, but I'd never been in the green room.
What'd you think of the dog and pony show?
I thought it was amazing. I loved it. Unfortunately, I saw the Tunsil thing. That was really amazing. And so to be able to go back to my players and say, okay, this is why we talk about decision making, and this is why we talk about the dangers of social media. And with Miles, you understand how fragile this career can be in the NFL. And so it pounds the point home to your players of the importance of an education and the importance of networking and setting yourself up for a life after football.
Time to roll.
This is the Rich Eisen Show.
Weekdays at noon on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
The York County Economic Alliance is York County's primary business resource, representing over 1,100 member businesses and 50,000 employees in York County. The YCEA serves to lead economic growth, connect local businesses, and to create a prosperous York County. This month, the YCEA celebrates the anniversaries of these members: Smith Village Home Furnishings, Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, Maple Press Company, Shaler Yesco Distribution Incorporated, the York County Economic Alliance. Together we prosper. Visit ycea-pa.org.
This is Stephen Janis. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Michael Click enters. He will face Sean Burrows, and when Burrows comes to bat, the Bluefish will have batted around in the inning. They've scored 4 runs. They lead 8-1. Buchanan 5 hits, a walk in 2/3 of an inning, 4 runs home. And first and second for the Fish, looking for more. Michael Click making his 34th appearance on the year. A 1-0 record, a .334 ERA. 12 earned in 32 1/3, 24 hits, 27 strikeouts, and the righty will kick some dirt and find a foothold on the first base side of the rubber. Abreu at second, Cuevas on at first, and Burrows at the plate. Infield back, outfield straight away. And the first pitch to him, a fastball hit on the ground slowly up the first base side. Nash into field, and he will wave off Click, who was already at the base, and take it to first himself, and that will retire the side. 9 men come to bat, 4 runs on the board for the Bluefish, and they extend their lead to 8-1, heading to the bottom of the 6th here on 1350 WOYK.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Can't get enough of the birds? WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from BaltimoreBaseball.com. Exclusive in-depth interviews plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball with the birds, Mondays at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
This is Dustin Hawkinsworth with the Keystone Sports Network. For the best Penn State football analysis and commentary, listen to Sports Radio 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK for the Keystone Kickoff Show. Brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
Hi, this is United States Olympian Haley Flickener. You're listening to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Back here, home half of the 6th, the Revs will have Jared Mitchell, Luis Cruz, and Carlos Trianfella. And they will be facing a new pitcher. It's Frank DeGiulio Jr. as he comes in for the Fish for the second time in as many days. Yesterday, he struck out the side 3 batters in a row, coming in relief of Rainey Lara, who gave up a home run to Alonzo Harris down the left field line, then a single to Alexi Casilla, and he was lifted. And DeGiulio came in and got the next 3 all on strikes. Jared Mitchell will start things off. Mitchell a walk and a fly out to right field. The lefty digging into that first base side batter's box. DeGiulio works exclusively from the stretch. The righty comes set, and the first pitch. That one's down low, ball 1. Eight to 1, the Bluefish lead it here. Bottom of the 6th here on Camp Day, our final one of the year from People's Bank Park. DeGiulio kicks, and the 1-0. Popped up, left field. Right there is Guillen, a few steps to his right, and short of the warning track, makes the catch for out number 1. So second time Mitchell's been retired today, both fly ball outs. And that'll bring up Luis Cruz. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on this early start. We began at 11 a.m. today from People's Bank Park. Darrell Henry, Matt Present with you on WOYK, also streaming on the WOYK YouTube channel. Whitney Ashley at the controls. Luis Cruz up, and the first pitch. That one's just outside, ball 1. Cruz a walk and a strikeout. Back in there behind the plate today. Tejeda caught the opening game of this 3-game set. The 1-0 all the way by the catcher heel. He reached out, and that one about 2 feet beyond his backhand extended. Just the ball, it's 2-0. Julio leans over as he sets, and the overhand delivery stays upstairs. 3 balls and no strikes. Julio on the year, a 2-4 record, a 5.17 ERA, making his 36th appearance. From the stretch, the 3-0. That one's over. Cruz taking all the way. It's 3-1. Julio in 38 1/3 innings, 43 hits, 28 runs, 22 earned. He's walked 16 and struck out 37. 3-1, the pitch on the way. Swinging a line drive down the line and left. Fair ball, and it'll get down and into the corner. Cruz charging around first. He's digging for 2. Guillen up with it, will get it back in. It's a stand-up double for Luis Cruz. Cruz got the bat head out and turned on it down the left field line just inside the chalk. The Revs with a runner in scoring position for Carlos Trienfeld. Trienfeld 0 for 2, a fly out to right, a ground out to shortstop. Riding a 9-game hitting streak. Julio has his sign and sets. Works from the third base side, the kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Trienfeld chased a hard-breaking slider down and away. 0-1. Trienfeld making his 7th start at shortstop here this afternoon. Ryan Dent the day off. Ditto for Michael Burgess. After the day off Monday, a long stretch of games, and Mace making it clear he will mix and match, give everyone ample time. And the 0-1 over for a strike. It's 0-2. Trienfeld adjusts the batting gloves. 1 foot in, 1 foot out of that third base side batter's box. Righty against righty as Trienfeld taps the outside corner. Julio sets, Cruz off of second, and the 0-2. Fastball reached for a broken bat, roller to shortstop. Charging in is Rosa, the throw on the run, picked out at first by Burrows. And Cruz has to hold at second. Nice play on both ends to record the out. Initially, Rosa sat back, but then when he realized that that ball was deadened by the broken bat, charged in and threw across his body, and Burrows hanging in to make the pick. 2 down for Chase Simpson. He's 0 for 2. Both times set down on strikes. Rainier Roybal had 7 on the day. Simpson, the switch hitter, batting left. They play him to pull in the infield with Rosa behind the runner Cruz at second base. First pitch to Simpson, outside corner. He just missed it with the fastball. 1-0. Final line on Roybal. 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He walked 3, he hit 2, and he struck out 7. Julio sets, and the 1-0. That one just missed down and away. A good eye by Simpson. And now a hitter's count, 2 balls and no strikes. Simpson began the year at AA Altoona in the Pirates organization. He was drafted by Pittsburgh out of Wichita State in 2014 in the 14th round. Signed by York on the 1st of July, and the pitch on the way, 2-0. He pops it up, left side of the infield. And it looks like Cuevas can't find it. He now gives way to Rosa, the shortstop, who comes over to make the catch. Initially, it looked like Cuevas was calling for it. Then it turned out he was just shielding his eyes, but Rosa bails him out to make the play and retire the side. A 1-out double by Cruz. He's left stranded. We head to the 7th. Darrell Henry with the play-by-play when we come back. Revs trail at 8-1 on 1350 WOYK.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
York Mitsubishi Super Summer Sales Event is on, featuring Outlander Sports starting at $17,995 with 0% financing available for up to 72 months. Right now, $2,500 off all 2017 Mitsubishi Lancers or a 7-passenger Outlander with discounts and rebates up to $4,000. So don't miss out on York Mitsubishi Super Summer Sales Event with a great selection and over 70 cars available. York Mitsubishi, just off Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue in York. York Mitsubishi, where Mitsubishis always cost less. Sale ends 7/31.
This is Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 7th inning, and after the Revs had won the last two 9-1, they trail here today 8-1. Michael Click will stay on after a quick final out of the 6th inning. Revs Baseball brought to you by Wolf's Bus Lines, The Pretzel Twist, Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, Turkey Hill Minute Markets, Etline Foods, and D's Nuts. After a bat-around 6th inning for the Bluefish, it'll be Jose Hill, who actually started that 6th inning with a fly out, leading things off. Hill, Fields, and Nina. Click looking to rebound. His last inning Friday was touched for a grand slam by Josh Prince, but overall has been very effective. Hill today, 1 for 3. Click from the belt, fires, and misses down low. I would refer to my stat pack, but I destroyed it last inning. It's now against the wall in the back of the room. Here's the 1-0, and that misses up and in. 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Bluefish, 1-4-0 for York. The wind right to left at the moment. Click the 2-1, and fastball low and outside. Bluefish with 3 home runs over the last 2 innings, all to left or left center. Click ready. 3-0 pitch, and he missed up high. And Hill will take his base. Leadoff walk to begin the 7th. Matt mentioned a couple of day games on our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. And at Somerset, still scoreless in the top of the 8th inning, Southern Maryland and Somerset. Last night, the Patriots got to Cody Epley for a couple of runs in the bottom of the 9th, winning. So the Revs enter play today a game behind Lancaster in 2nd, and a game and a half in front of Southern Maryland for 2nd place. Here's Fields. First pitch fastball is over for a strike. Fields 1 for 3, credited with an infield hit in the 6th inning. 23 game on base streak. Now the 0-1, and that misses high. Revs and Bluefish back to 6:30 tomorrow night. Frank Gailey against Charles Brewer. It's softball night, and Revs Got Talent night. Tickets on sale at YorkRevolution.com. Click with the 1-1, and that misses up high. So Matt, what are you going to do with the rest of your day?
It's a good question. There was talk about golf, maybe the pool.
Sounds nice. Maybe both. Click the 2-1. And a foul back against the netting.
How about you?
There's talk of a hike. Kids enjoy that.
Anything to wear them down, right?
Anything and everything. There's a talk of trying to locate my golf clubs. 2-2, and a fastball just missed low on Fields. Fields, who played in one game with the Tigers. His dad had played with Detroit, coached with Detroit. Fields, who grew up in the Detroit area. All-American in high school in Michigan. Payoff pitch, and a ground ball right side. Casilla lays out of his reach. Base hit to right field. And the Bluefish with their first 2 on here in the top of the 7th. Hit number 12. Fields with his second. Revs Baseball brought to you by Image 360, Yingling's Ice Cream, Highmark, Isaacs, Sheets, Ace Distributing, and Stambaugh Plumbing and Heating. Here's Angeles Nina, who's 1 for 3, a 2-run homer. He is K-Man today. That's yet to happen. Click the pitch. Swing and a tap foul over by the third base dugout. The Revs' last 3 wins have all come by 8 or 9 runs. Today, trailing by 7. Click ready. The 0-1, and it misses down and away. Click the former Temple Owl. Bluefish have had 10 of their last 15 reach. 6 have scored. Click fires, and a line drive right to second. Casilla tosses, foot race, and safe is the call. With Trienfeld scampering through the bag from short, Hill just dove back, avoiding a double play. That was close. 1 down, and Hill a little bit banged up on the dive back, and one of their athletic trainers will have to come out. Earlier in the game, Mateo had retired 12 out of 13, and the Bluefish on this streak of runners reaching, but Click gets some help there. And now the concern is for Hill, and I wonder if he hit the bag awkwardly trying to get back.
Yeah, it was either that or he may have gotten stepped on by Trienfeld hustling over.
No, that left knee buckled when he lunged for the bag.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't a full slide. He kind of tried to get back as quickly as possible and went in hard and late.
See that knee extended and then buckling slightly but awkwardly. He's still seated out there. It's a relief to me at times that more guys don't have issues getting in awkwardly. I always hold my breath when a first baseman has to jump for a throw or a foot race to cover first. Did you see that terrible image that was on social media of a college summer league player, I think it was, who trampled a first baseman's extended foot?
I did not.
It was disgusting. And I wish it was fake. There's so much fake news on Facebook, but I don't think it was. The way that the comments were somewhere in the Midwest, it was gruesome. A kid that was known for being hot-headed and took out the other team's first baseman. But it's amazing, plays around the bag, that there aren't more issues. Heel does stay in, back up on his feet, flexing that left leg a bit as he gets his lead. Hitter is Osni Guillen with 2 on and 1 out. First pitch is upstairs. Guillen 0 for 3, a ground out and 2 flyouts. There's also on Facebook so many of you've won this Amazon gift card pop-ups. Pitch is fouled off, third base side and out of play. Interrupts my reading.
Is that within Facebook or the articles that you're clicking on?
Yeah, the attempted articles. It tells you that you've won a gift card, but no, you haven't. Pitch is fouled off, up over the third base side and out of play.
Well, at least you don't click on that stuff.
Right. I know better than that. You don't get those pop-ups?
I don't really spend all that much time on Facebook anymore. I kind of put it away the last few months a little bit.
Pitch is fouled away, left field side. It's not a bad idea. Well, I'm sure you visit the WOYK Facebook page regularly.
For the photos, of course.
It's the best thing out there.
Courtesy of Joe Dahl.
You can waste some good time on that particular app. Another 1-2, and a bouncing ball to short. Trienfeld toward the middle, gloves, flips. Casilla the turn in time. 6-4-3, and Guillen hobbled getting down the line. He pulls up lame and goes to a squat for a moment past first base. Maybe some cramping or some tightness. The way that he was kind of hobbling with the back of that right leg is what it looked like. No runs, one hit, and one left. Stretch time here at the bank. Revs trailing 8-1.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Okay, here we go, people.
This is The Herd.
Where are you again?
With Colin Cowherd.
Work smarter, not harder. Oklahoma City. Everybody is saying now, I'm watching Kenny Smith last night. Oklahoma City's got a better roster. Oklahoma City better. But you're not better if somebody you're facing in an industry has figured out a system, works that system, and doesn't have to work as much and succeeds more. Think about points during a basketball game as profits, as money. Golden State works less and makes more money. Wouldn't you say, that guy's got it figured out? If you could sell 5 cars, a Mercedes, and make an income, and sell 30 Kias and make the same income, I'd go try to sell a Mercedes. It'd be a better life, better job, more time with your kids, more time with your wife, more relaxing, more naps, more vacations. It was a great series. It was ridiculously even except for one thing, the 3.
This is The Herd. Weekdays at 3 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Hi, this is United States Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs trail 8-1 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Bluefish into their bullpen now as Zach Groats. They had DeGiulio up earlier. Groats is on, of course. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. You too, Matt? You got you too?
No, he worked last inning.
Oh, he did? Oh, my bad. I was dealing with other things, obviously, here last inning, which...
But of course, Groats is in. It's a requirement when these two teams meet up.
Of course. I'll try to keep up from here on out, just tending to other matters that were requested. which might have been the reason that my stat sheet got destroyed. Here's Travis Witherspoon, who leads off and takes a strike. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts, and Witherspoon has accounted for the only Revs run today, a home run in the 5th. It's 1 for 2, 0-1, and it sinks down low. So DeJulio, for all of the Bluefish fans who might be tuned in, apologize, he did work. Worked a scoreless inning. Pitch is down and in, 2-1. That'll be addressed after the game. Pitch from Groats is a called strike, outside corner. Witherspoon marches away, didn't like it. He did make a winner today out of, now I think this is 2 first names, so I hope she knows who she is. It's the 2-2, and a swing and a ball, tip foul off Witherspoon's foot. Alicia Nicole is our winner on our Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care home run contest. Going back to our Facebook commentary, some folks like to use first and middle name rather than first and last, so hope she knows who she is. Here's the 2-2, and a called third strike, fastball on the outside corner. Groats comes in and begins his outing with a strikeout. 1 away. Revs last night scored a run off of him in the 8th inning on back-to-back doubles. Tejeda and Burgess. Burgess drove in the run against him. Here's Alonzo Harris at the top of the order. Does not have an at-bat today. 2 hit by pitches and a walk. And he swats the first one foul on the ground down the third base side. Revs down 8-1. Here in the home half of the 7th. The pitch. And he tried to check. It sunk into the dirt, but he went.
And that's such a tough play a moment ago for the Bluefish bullpen here on camp day. They get a ball foul, and all of a sudden you have 50 kids in a line who all want it.
Oh, that's brutal. It's the 0-2, and he fouls it back against the net. You can literally make 1/50th of that crowd happy. 49 of the 50 are going to be disappointed. And it's all on your shoulders. Pitch, fastball, strike 3 called at the knees. Harris left looking, and back-to-back strikeouts for Groats. 2 away. Groats in his 44th game, 2-3 with a 4.36 ERA. First pitch to Alexi is low. Groats is now leading the league in appearances. He was tied with Brandon Fry of New Britain for the league lead beginning the day. 1-0. Yeah, that misses down and in. Casilla dives across the plate, does a push-up. And again, an opposing pitcher coming in near his ankles there. It's been hitting the feet in back-to-back games. This time dove out of the way. The wind, the 2-0, and that missed inside. Casilla 1 for 3 with a bunt hit, the hitting streak up to 23. And there's a fastball across for a strike, 3-1. Bunted for a hit in the 5th. Wind in the pitch. And he pops it up, left side. Rosa at short was way over, playing him to pull. It's going to be the third baseman, Cuevas, shifting over towards short, as he was there initially, and he'll stay with it and make the catch. A 1-2-3 7th inning for Zach Groats. On to the 8th here today. Revs trailing 8-1.
Enter Rudder's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star, purchase participating products, scan your Rudder's rewards card, or enter VIP information at checkout and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rudder's VIP to enter. Rudder's, why go anywhere else?
Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers quality material handling equipment and services. Along with a full line of Unicarriers and Komatsu forklifts, you'll find Genie aerial lifts, IPC Eagle floor scrubbers, and Penalift loading dock equipment. Mid-Atlantic can provide rentals, pre-owned equipment, service, and replacement parts for most makes. When you need the best for your business, call Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438 or online at midatlanticindustrial.com.
Can't get enough of the birds? WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from BaltimoreBaseball.com. Exclusive in-depth interviews plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball with the birds, Mondays at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Head of the 8th inning, brought to you by York Dental Sleep Therapy. Luke Westfall is in. Tired of feeling the effects of sleep apnea or sleepless nights due to your CPAP? Dr. Bell may have an option to help you. Make your appointment today and let Dr. Bell help determine which treatment is best for your needs. Exceptional care, just a phone call away. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com. York Dental Sleep Therapy, 450 West Market Street in Hallam. 8-1 Bridgeport. Westfall on a pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. His last in on Sunday with a scoreless inning. He'll face Angel Rosa up first here. Overall 2-6, a 2.94 ERA. And his first pitch is a little bit low. 35th outing for Westfall. 33 2/3 innings, 46 strikeouts. He's only walked 15, about a hit per inning. 1-0, and a rip foul down the third base side under the Bluefish bullpen bench. Westfall, who's getting ready for Green Bay Packers season. Says his favorite athlete is Aaron Rodgers, native of Clintonville, Wisconsin. Here's the pitch, and in the dirt, and that got a piece of Cruz on the bare hand off the bounce. Westfall has a brother, Max, who plays arena football. He plays in the Chinese Arena League, which I did not know existed, for Shenzhen Naja. And he also played in the States for the Bloomington Edge and the Green Bay Blizzard. Cruz given a moment after that ball off his hand. Rosa steps back in. 2-1, and a fastball on the outside corner called strike. Rosa 1 for 2, an infield hit and a steal early in the game. Lined out on a great leaping play by Trienfeld in the 5th. And then walked and scored in the 6th. On the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A slider away, and Rosa swings through it. 1 down.
And an update on the York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. The game in Somerset has gone final. It required extra innings. It was supposed to be a 7-inning game. Went to the 8th. And it was a walk-off win for the Patriots, 1-0. A Kyle Roller single, scoring Justin Pacioli. Each team with just 3 hits.
Sounds like an instant classic. Here's Darby Myers, who lines a first pitch foul into the corner and right. Waiting for that showdown Friday night in Waldorf to determine all the marbles for the first half. Myers today 2 for 4, a home run and an RBI double. He's driven in 2 total. Pitch is swung on and missed. He spun around on Westfall's slider. That corkscrewed him. 0-2. I'd like to say hi to Trey Himes, who's tuned in today, one of our young fans. 8-1 Bridgeport here in the top of the 8th. Westfall nods yes, delivers, and spiked it. Glanced off Cruz and straight to the backstop. He's had a couple of tough ones here in this inning. Westfall, he delivers it over the top, and sometimes when he misses, he's really on top of it and spikes it like that. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball down at 94, and back-to-back strikeouts for Westfall here in the 8th. Bluefish with Manny Del Carmen up in their bullpen. Again, Southern Maryland losing. The Revs a game and a half in front of the Blue Crabs for second place entering today, 2.5 in front of Sugarland. First pitch here is rolled to second by Abreu. Casillas step to his left, gets in front, makes the throw to first. And a 1-2-3 top of the 8th inning for Luke Westfall. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Revs trail the Bluefish 8-1.
Okay, here we go, people.
This is The Herd.
Where are you again?
With Colin Cowherd.
There's so many injuries. So instead of Carrie Underwood doing a Breeze and Tony Romo promo, which is what they're trying to do every week, NBC has cut several new, authentic, brutally frank promos. It's not much of a sales job by NBC, but we got our hands on them, and they're as honest as anything I've ever heard out of NBC. NBC fires a shot at me. That is brutal.
Colin Cowherd.
Weekdays at 3 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Nurturing imagination, creativity, and innovation since 1990, Creative York is a non-profit art center located in historic downtown York, featuring 3 art galleries, pottery studios, art classes for all ages, and several community outreach programs, such as their award-winning Art in the Parks program. For more information, visit them online at creativeyork.org.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the 8th, Manny Del Carmen, the new pitcher for the Bluefish. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. 8-1 Bridgeport. Tejeda will lead it off. Del Carmen for the Bluefish has pitched better after a bit of a rough start. He's 2-1, 4.55 ERA, 33 outings. Former standout setup man for the Red Sox. Tejeda in there. First pitch is wide. Isaias 1 for 3 here today. His next hit will be his 100th of the year, leading the league in hits. Pitch is swung on, chopped deep short. Rosa over, he slipped, steadies, throws low. Burrows digs it out in the backhand. And a nice play at both ends. Rose's feet started to slip, but regained his balance. He threw it in the dirt, but Burrows made the backhand pick cleanly.
It looked like he was about to fall down there back at shortstop. I think it was right where the grass met the dirt maybe. He went to push off and his back foot slipping, but with the catcher running, had an extra step to gather himself.
Here's Talvin. First pitch is bounced foul down the third base side. It hopped right over the sidewall, couple of rows in, and rebounded a section over, so hopefully just off a seat or a railing. But a lot of kids in that camp group down there. In fact, today, 3,896. As Del Carmen misses outside. Ball and a strike on Nash. Who today has been struck out all 3 times. Tough day for him. 1-1, and a missed outside, a fastball. And certainly, you know, with that big power hitter, you are going to get some strikeouts. But he certainly brings a presence. Del Carmen with the 2-1, and he lines it the other way, base hit into right field. So Nash with his 3rd hit in 2 games since coming back. A homer and now 2 singles, and he is 3 for 9 to begin this 3rd stint in York. One on with 1 out. Here's Jared Mitchell. Mitchell, 2 flyouts today. Did walk and steal a base early in the game. And if you weren't with us earlier, it looked like he had stolen 2nd and 3rd, but had to go back from 3rd after umpire interference called on the throw for the 2nd time here in 2 weeks. First pitch is grounded off the glove of Burrows at first, and it trickles into right, down the line. Nash around to 3rd base. Mitchell's into 2nd standing. And I don't even want to know what they're going to call it, but it's 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. It is a hit for Mitchell. A double down the line off the glove of Burrows. He hit it hard and has his 24th double of the year, 2nd most in the league. Burrows just missed picking it near the bag.
Well, that's his 10th double in his last 13 games.
Got a total of 15 extra base hits in those 13. Here's Luis Cruz with 2nd and 3rd and 1 out. Del Carmen the pitch. It's down low. Revs trying to get something back here, down 8-1. On the stretch and the pitch. Fastball misses high. Del Carmen, a former 2nd round pick of the Red Sox. He's a setup man on their 07 World Title team. He's from Boston. Now ready, here's the 2-0. And it's lined the other way, but foul into the Revs bullpen in right. It hit the sidewall. Jay Karp catching, didn't even flinch. Perhaps off the tarp. Maybe it got stuck between the tarp and the wall. He seemed oblivious to it. Del Carmen drafted by the Red Sox out of high school in 2000. Now 35 years old. Pitch is low. And Cruz with a 3-1 count. Made his big league debut in 05 and then a mainstay in their bullpen all the way through 2010. He was traded that season to the Rockies. 3-1, and he missed outside. Cruz walks, and the Revs have loaded them up. Bases loaded with one out. Carlos Trienfeld coming up. Down 8-1, but a chance to put a dent in that deficit. Trienfeld 0 for 3 today. He's got a 9-game hitting streak on the line. Fly out and a couple of ground outs.
And again, when he's been so successful throughout this hitting streak, it's been hitting it right back up the middle and the opposite way to that right center gap.
First pitch, he swings, hits it in the air the other way and right. Nina will come over and in a step, he catches it. They'll tag from third. Here comes Nash and the throw will skip to the plate late. Nash scores standing. A sac fly for Trienfeld, who would have had one earlier in the game if not for that umpire interference that sent Mitchell back a base. He has one now, and it's an 8-2 game here in the bottom of the 8th. Picks up his 17th run driven in.
Now batting for third baseman, number 27, Chase.
And here's Chase Simpson with first and second and 2 outs. Simpson 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a pop-up. First pitch is swung on and missed, a changeup. On Baseball Reference, the #1 pitcher with a similarity score, whatever that means, to Del Carmen, but it caught my eye. I don't know what it means, but Jeff Geary, former Rev. He was in the big leagues with the Phillies, but pitched in York in 2011. Pitch is in the dirt and blocked by Hill. Bluefish looking to even this series, set up a rubber match tomorrow. The Revs having won 6 straight series finales. Hand the ball to Frank Gailey tomorrow. Del Carmen ready. The 1-1 and a fastball wide. He has bounced around quite a bit since his big league days. He's been at AAA with the Mariners, Rangers, Yankees, Orioles, Nationals. He's also pitched quite a bit in Mexico. Now fires, and a line drive the other way in left, but foul into the corner. Now Simpson hit it solidly, but foul the other way. He'll look to straighten that out. 2-2.
I'm looking into what similarity scores are and trying to figure out how best to explain it. And
looks like a huge waste of time.
Well, it was invented by Bill James, who's known for a lot of different baseball formulas, and pretty much you start at 1,000 and there's a plethora of criteria where you subtract until you're close together between the two players.
There's a fastball a little bit high, 3-2.
You can do it with both batters and pitchers based on results that they've accumulated over the course of their career.
So they're saying that he's the most similar to Geary, I guess?
Based on his stats and how long he's played, his handedness.
Well, they are both right-handed. Runners will be on the go here with 3-2, 2 outs. Pitch is swung on and missed. A changeup on 3-2. And Simpson down on strikes. Revs do get a run on 2 hits, 2 men left. And we'll go to the 9th here this afternoon. It's Bridgeport 8, York 2.
Kids today, with Facebook, texting, TV, and video games, seems like fresh air and sunshine are things of the past. Remember playing catch, climbing trees, wholesome backyard fun? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care remembers, give them lush grass, healthy trees, the good old outdoors. American is baseball and apple pie. Kids have every reason to stay inside. Don't let your lawn be one of them. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. World-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great BestJet products from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party planners with $18.93 deli items. BestJet hot dogs go great with BestJet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple BestJet Rising Crust pizzas with 12 packs of BestJet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with BestJet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Brian Keller from Maple Press, proud member of the York County Economic Alliance since 1955. You're listening to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the ninth inning, David Wynn comes on. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. This will be his third outing. Revs trail the Bluefish 8-2 after the 9-1 win last night. Bluefish returning the favor here today. Wynn in 2 innings, 4 runs on 6 hits. So he's looking to rebound here in his third appearance. Has another warm-up to go. Revs baseball brought to you by Hatfield, York Water Company, Brickers, Pizza Box and Hoagie Shop, York Volkswagen, and Penn State York. Coming up when we're finished, we'll join the Rich Eisen Show in progress, then the Herd at 3. It won't be long that our football coverage begins. Next week is High School Football Media Day. We'll start airing our team-by-team previews brought to you by Wellspan Sports Medicine. We'll hear Matt's melodious tones on those. The Wynn will face 3, 4, and 5, Cuevas, Burrows, and Hill here in the 9th inning. Big day for Cuevas. 3 for 4. He's a triple away from the cycle. Double homer, 2 driven in, 2 scored. And Wynn with the pitch. And a swing and a towering fly ball to left. Harris froze to look up, now watching, and it clears out of here. Jose Cuevas with his second home run of the game, and the Bluefish with their 4th. He does it on the first pitch. A towering shot, and it is flying today. 9-2 Bridgeport here in the 9th inning, and he's 4 for 5 with 2 home runs. He had 3 coming in. He is a guy that hit 10 last season. Bluefish have really swung the bats here this afternoon. And Harris at first just froze like a statue, looking up to see how far it was going to go, and once he turned, realized he had no play. Here's Burrows. He swings first pitch, lifts a fly to shallow center. Witherspoon walks in and squeezes. 1 down. Burrows 1 for 5 on the afternoon. Here's Jose Hill, who's 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Bluefish have Elvin Ramirez up in the bullpen. And he attempted to save a game against Southern Maryland on Sunday. David Carpenter picked up last week, and it did not go well. Here's Hill. First pitch is wide for ball 1. Ramirez a blown save on Sunday, but big lead here this afternoon as he gets ready. Wynn with the pitch. And a ground ball to short. This one right at Trienfel, up cleanly, and he'll crank it across to first, 2 away. Carpenter, who went to the Diamondbacks last week. And then Albaladeo, the starter, went to the Mets, AAA Vegas. Earlier in the year, they had left-hand starter Chris Rierick go to the Dodgers. Who am I missing? Anybody? I don't know.
I'm thinking as well.
Here's Daniel Fields, and a breaking ball misses outside. Fields 2 for 4 with the run scored. On the pitch, and a grounder first base side and foul. Feels like they've, Brian Moran, who went to reliever, who went to the Dodgers. Oh, Tyler Badamos, starter, he went to the Diamondbacks. Yeah, I thought they had been a little bit more decimated. Even just the 2 guys they lost this week, that's tough to overcome. Pitch, and a swing and a pop fly, left center field. Witherspoon ranges over, and it's going to be Harris that fades back his direction. He made the call. Witherspoon started in toward the dugout, and Harris the catch.
There was one more, and it was Mexico, and that was Alberto Caspa.
Oh, that's right. And he had swung the bat well for them early in the year. 1 run on Cuevas' homer. Wynn sets down the next 3. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 9-2 Bridgeport.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running.
Flying feet.
Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is TJ Oshie of the Washington Capitals. Catch the Caps all season right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Alvin Ramirez in the game for Bridgeport. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. It's his first outing since a painful Sunday. Had a lead against Southern Maryland, gave up 6 in the 9th and suffered the blown save. David Carpenter, who was signed by the Diamondbacks, had been leading the league in saves and had been automatic. Exited with 30 saves. But a bunch of those runs on Sunday were unearned, so Ramirez still comes in with a 1.42 ERA. 2-1 in 12 outings, does have 1 save. 12 2/3 innings, 7 runs, only 2 earned. 3 walks, 12 Ks, 11 hits. Witherspoon up first. First pitch is a belt-high fastball strike. Witherspoon 1 for 3, homered in the 5th, his 5th. Revs with their 70th of the year. Came in today 6th in the league, but not far away from 5th or 4th. So the 0-1, and a swing and a miss. Fastball, he lowered it, but raised the velocity from 89 to 90. No balls, 2 strikes. The Revs with the 70 home runs. The Bluefish, by comparison, even with 4 today, have 51, which is last in the league. It's the 0-2. Yeah, that misses up high. Playing a little doppelganger game in the booth here this inning. One of those types of days. And the 1-2, breaking ball in tight. Witherspoon turned the shoulder toward it, looked for a moment like it might get him, but it did hook back.
Yeah, a lot of late break. It out of the hand looked like it was no doubt going to hit him on that shoulder, and then almost nearly caught the inside corner.
2-2. Ramirez, who was in the big leagues with the Mets in 2012. Sets, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball away. That one at 91. To get Witherspoon and 1 down here in the bottom of the 9th. Back to the top of the order, and Alonzo Harris, who's 0 for 1, but on base 3 times, 2 hit by pitches and a walk. Came in today tied for 2nd in the league in runs scored, but has not come around to score today. Revs held to 2 runs on 6 hits, trailing 9-2. Here's the stretch from Ramirez, first offering, and it runs outside and low. Harris, who came in also 5th in the league in batting at .313. He had said that if he didn't pursue baseball, he would have pursued football, which he played growing up. Pitch is down and outside, 2-1. To ask him what position he played. Something fast, I'm sure.
I feel like he was one of those running backs that like to catch it out of the backfield, just get the ball in his hands and go.
Could see that. 2-1. And a swing at a high fly ball to deep left field. Guillen is back onto the track, at the wall, and gone! Alonzo Harris, home run number 10. A towering shot that bounces over the Hatfield sign on the other side of the wall, right at the front of the playground entrance. He goes yard in back-to-back games, and the Revs with their 2nd home run of the day. It's a 9-3 game here in the 9th. That puts him in double figures. And here's Alexi Casilla. First pitch is fouled straight back. Harris had hit 15 home runs each of the last 2 years in St. Paul. Now has 10 this season. 15 was his career high. This is the 4th time in 10 pro years that he's hit double digits. He had 10 at rookie ball with the Mets in 09.
And he didn't even hit any in the first month and a half.
Yeah. It's the 0-1. And a looper to left center field, and this will get in between Guillen and Myers. Casilla with a single the other way, a little bloop shot, and he plops it down in. So he's 2 for 5. He'd already extended the hitting streak on a bunt hit back in the 5th, a 23-gamer that he'll enter play with tomorrow. And Tejeda up next. 23-gamer, tying Vince Harrison from 2011 for the third longest in Revs history. And next is Tejeda, who had the 28-gamer last year, the second longest. Of course, Chris Ashby in 08, the 31-gamer, the league record. Pitch to Tejeda, breaking ball and a called strike. Isaiah's 1 for 4 today, single in the third, his league-leading 99th hit of the year. Tejeda earlier in his career had a 20-game streak at Staten Island in the Yankees system. But he eclipsed that last season, 28. Pitch and a fastball low, 1-1. Tejeda had a memorable moment the year before he came to York. He was with Charleston and Tampa in the Yankees system, but with Charleston, he had one that went into the record books, I guess. It was the 1-1. And a bouncer up the middle, it'll roll through, hit number 100. He's the first in the league to the century mark this season. And Tejeda singles up the middle, hit number 100 of the year, leading the league. 2 for 5 on the day, and it's first and second for Talbot Nash.
That's his 30th multi-hit game of the year as well.
That is some production. Well, 2015, he had an 11th inning walk-off home run. September 1st of that year against Asheville. He did it, though, on September 2nd. The game counted for the first, but he did it on the 2nd after his team's previous walk-off run was wiped away due to protest. Here's Nash, who fouls the first one off on the first base side. So the game resumed, and then he ended up being the walk-off hero. The second time was the charm. Now a mini milestone this season, the first in the league to 100 hits. Nash today 1 for 4, single and a run. Ramirez the pitch, and a swing and a pop fly, shallow left center, and this one's gonna drop. Blue pit for Telvin, who reaches out and flicks it into left center, his second hit of the game. And the Revs with 4 in a row here in the bottom of the 9th making some noise. They've loaded the bases for the second straight inning. And down 6 at the moment, Jared Mitchell will stand in next.
Certainly the guy you want at the plate in this situation, the way he's been hitting the ball.
Ramirez with that save situation Sunday again gave up 6. Revs are going to need more than that here today, but making life difficult on him. Mitchell 1 for 3, a double. Also earlier in the game, a walk and a steal. First pitch, swing, look out, lines a foul past Polo, and it bounces off the third base sidewall and out into left field. Mitchell's double, his 24th, second most in the league. Now up to 294 hitting. Came in today tied for 8th in hitting, 5th in slugging. Incredible when you think where he was a month into the season. There's the 0-1, and he fouls it off, third base side. A month does not a season make, though, and since late May, he has been one of their most productive hitters. The double, his 10th in the last 13 games, and 15th extra base hit in those 13. Hitting up around 450 or higher on that stretch. 0-2. Swing and a miss. They wanted a high fastball. That's where Ramirez put it. And 2 down here in the bottom of the 9th, both on strikeouts. That It's his first out since beginning the ninth inning with a strikeout. 4 straight. Had gotten a hit, beginning with Harris's home run. The Rebs down to their final out today. Luis Cruz, who's 1 for 2 with a double and also a pair of walks. Rebs down 9-3. They have gotten the double digits in hits today now with 10. After a slow start, pitch is a breaking ball and it tumbles in for a strike. They had just 1 in the first 4 innings. 9 in the last 5. Rainier Roybal in line for the win. 6 innings, 1 run on just 4 hits. The 0-1 and a swing and a miss. He chased in the dirt, fell to a knee. And the Revs down to their final strike today. Only 3 runs despite 17 base runners. It's been one of those types of days. Cruz climbs back in. Ramirez the stretch. And the 0-2 way high. Fastball at 92. Ramirez with pretty good velo coming in out of their bullpen. Stretch and the 1-2. Fastball just missed low. Good eye from Cruz. Two balls, 2 strikes. Rebs scoring on a Witherspoon homer in the 5th, a tree and foul sac fly in the 8th, a Harris home run here in the 9th. Trying to at least make a game of this here with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the stretch. Now to 2-2. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. Cruz was bending back, thought it was up and in, and he's punched out to end the game. And Ramirez strikes out the side in the 9th inning, only allows the 1 run on Harris's homer. 4 hits, but leaves them loaded. And the Bluefish even the series with a 9-3 win here today. 9-3 your final. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that